till they say real in every way.
Hi everyone, welcome to Honeybees. Today's wonderful episode hosted by us lovely ladies.
Or something.
My name is Tai. This is
Maria
and
Tabatha.
And we are so thankful that you tuned in today. You could be doing anything else right now, but the fact that you decided to give us a little bit of your time today means a lot. So we want to say thank you.
You're so politically correct. I love you for it.
Well, how could I say that and
Thank
not be
you.
politically correct?
Well,
I'd
I
be
could say it and not be politically correct. I almost said, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop.
We're getting ahead of ourselves again.
I'm glad that you were paying attention because she's like, okay, we're going to start. And then all of a sudden you start talking. I'm like, oh, shit.
Tune
They were
in.
serious.
We need you to tune in,
I
Cal.
know, but look, you are sitting in the middle because you're smarter than me.
No.
You need that. I need you to have that job. You need to have the job.
No, we all have our moments when we need to lean on each other. So that was just one of those
See,
moments.
there you go again. You're so perfect. I love you.
Oh my
She
gosh.
had all that, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love you for
I
it.
wish I was perfect, but anyway.
Look, you're
You
so
are
close. We're so
perfect.
close. We're all so perfect
Yeah.
in such cute and different ways.
I think I've heard
Exactly.
someone say, like, what's that term, like, perfectly imperfect. Have you
Oh,
heard
I love
term
that.
before?
No, I
Perfectly
use that.
imperfect.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I've
We
said
should
that
make
about
a movie
myself.
of that.
Perfectly imperfect?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty bomb. When I heard that, I was
Can
like,
we show
I
her
like
who
that.
was?
Who?
Never mind. Forget it then.
What?
All right. I can't wait to tell you all about my week. But
Yeah.
y'all start.
Okay.
Be professional for a minute.
Be
And then
professional.
I'll, jump in.
Okay, then we would take a dive off into the deep end.
We will.
So let's see. So for me, what's been going on since last week?
You look beautiful, by the way.
For real.
I love it. And we
Like,
are cute.
yeah.
See?
Yeah,
Y'all
today
did-
we went lace. That's
Y'all
why we
didn't
went
tell me about the
lace.
lace
The
party.
Girl.
only reason why I get lace today is because of Chanel.
Oh,
Right.
I cannot
Okay.
wear something that I interviewed a 9-year-old kid. So what do you expect me to
Awesome.
wear? I'm like, okay, is this proper or inappropriate for a 9-year-old kid?
You're like, I want to be cute and adorable, but I don't want to be too cute and adorable.
Exactly.
But
yes.
you didn't want to look like a granny today?
Of course not.
And she's like,
Yeah.
no.
You don't have some cool granny style?
Do you know what is the title of our show? This the earlier show,
What was it?
Feeling Young.
Feeling young. You should have definitely
one that
broke
you
out
did
with
with
the
Chanel?
granny stuff.
Huh?
That's what you named the one you did with Chanel?
Yes.
Okay, so my granddaughter got interviewed right before we came on. She's so
Yes.
cute. She's way
Yeah.
cuter
She
than I am.
is. She is so adorable.
Adorable. I was afraid that her voice wasn't strong enough. Though.
Oh no, it's strong enough. This
Is
is the
it?
good thing about our microphone.
Did it pick it up okay?
As long
It's
as
cool?
it's is facing us, it
Then you're
can
good?
fix really good. yes.
Okay, because I was like, talk louder. She
She
tries,
is like
but she's
she's
a baby.
like cheering in the back. You know,
I can't.
behind
I get
camera.
excited. I get excited, and that's my baby.
And you are so proud. You're a
So,
proud mama
I'm a
right there.
proud-
Like, yeah,
right?
that's my dog.
She's so cute. Make sure you check out the episode. I'm sure you'll post it. I'm sure she was just too cute. I thought
We got to
oh my
pep her
God.
up a little. I felt like she wasn't lively enough.
Oh, you know
was
what?
she?
It's her first
Was
time.
she a little shy?
It was her first time.
But
I felt like
she-
she was a little bit shy. Yeah.
You know, she's a little bit. She actually kind of like pull a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know on the second one, this is gonna be a blast.
Mm-hmm.
And I love her energy because she started like, oh yes. But anyways, let's go back.
Yeah.
Oh,
What'd
yeah,
you do this
so-
week? Did you do anything cool?
Hair and nails.
That's cool.
That's
way
a
cool.
regular.
Let me see your nails. Oh yes,
That's
I
cute.
love gold.
This
Oh,
is
that is-
silver. Yes.
Oh,
silver.
I apologize.
Silver
I'm blind.
shine and bling.
My girlfriend said I have cataracts this morning. We
Oh.
were at an appointment together, and she's like, "What's that in your eye?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And she looked, and then she had her friend look, and she's like, "Oh, she has cataracts." I'm like,
I've heard of it, but I
What?
don't really know what it is.
"Me either." I go to the eye
We
doctor
need
on
to
the
Google.
9th.
We need to Google
No, I
that.
think it's
Like-
the cloud that cover your eyes, your eyesight.
Well, I'm
something
not
like
pleased about it.
That. Yes.
I don't know what it means yet, but I'm not pleased about
you know,
it.
that's funny because when my grandmother used to bring me on her with her eye doctor
Her eye
Appointment?
doctor
Okay.
appointments? Okay.
Yeah, so the reason why she always goes there is because of her cataract. And the
Oh.
good thing about it is they have that was like what like that was so long. So
Right. A long
and
ago?
and they already have the technology to actually
To
clear
fix it?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
praise
fixable.
God. I'd like to still see
It's
for a
not,
while.
It's not something
You
that.
sure you don't want glasses?
Oh, no,
No,
I have
it
to have
doesn't-
glasses. I actually need trifocals.
No, it
I've needed
doesn't
them for
actually
years.
fix.
But
It does. Eyeglasses doesn't fix that. That
Oh,
cataract.
really?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
the
you need to have
eyeglasses that I need are
they
just
have a
'cause
laser.
I'm blind.
To remove it.
Oh, that's scary as
Laser
shit.
in your
Yes.
eye. Oh, my
Yeah, that
goodness.
sucks. Okay, I'm gonna have to be big about it because
Yes, you have to.
I need to
because
be able to
of
see
that. Yes.
these
Right,
people that I
right,
entertain.
right. Yeah, so my nail tech, I see her and my hairstylist every 2 weeks.
I love that.
And so
I
like
love that.
I get a
beautiful.
gel. This is a gel set. I don't think you guys can see, but
Yes.
there's sparkles, silver sparkles
Yeah,
on there.
silver sparkles.
I love bling,
Yes.
so I'm all
Yes,
about that
me
bling.
too.
So
All about that bling.
yeah.
I used to have those like I never I never had my real nails for a long time.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Yes, now I'm like I don't want fake nails or gel or
The gel?
anything. I don't want it anymore.
Ooh,
I just want my real one.
But you
is
know,
the
if it's
gel
done real
just
good,
the nail polish, or is it a gel nail?
Gel nail.
they
put
put like a
on
layer
top.
of gel and then they paint over it.
I'm cool
But
with that.
but it's
Do you have to get it filled in every
No.
couple of weeks?
no, you just go in and they can just redo them. But I mean, I've heard
I
some
dig
women
that.
go like
I
3
dig
or
that.
4 weeks between. But I try to see her every
Right,
2
be
weeks or
consistent
so.
with her too.
But like the way that she takes it off, she said, now if you go to like a nail place, you have to be careful where you go because the gel, the way they take it off, is not good for your nail because it messes up your nail.
Yeah.
So you need to. The way she does it is like she soaks my hands, she puts these thingies on my fingers, and then she like kind of peels it off, but she doesn't
Right.
use like a drill thing
Right.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
She doesn't use that, and so then my actual nails are doing really good under here.
Okay, see,
So
that's
it
what
looks
I'm afraid of. So I
natural.
love that idea. And you live Southwest just like I do, right? Or pretty much,
I don't know my
kind of?
directions that well.
I live kind of by IKEA. I live in Rhodes Ranch, so that's
Oh,
by
you
IKEA,
live
the
out there.
215
no,
in
but
Durango.
but I can give you her information if you want
Yeah,
to check
do
her
that.
out. She
Yeah,
does
because-
a good job.
You know what? You should come on our show so that we can kind of do this where we're talking about our topic, discussing our
Yeah,
topic, and
yeah.
she's doing it.
Yeah.
That's a good promotion for you.
Yeah, yeah.
show.
She does I do like mani pedis, but you
Okay.
know, it's interesting. You said that for a long time you didn't. You wore those and you wore fake nails and stuff, and now you're like, no, I don't. But
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. Like
Yes.
I've gone.
never did.
I haven't. I just recently started
Yes.
getting into this life, and
Yeah.
I love this life.
You're
I'm
like,
like,
I love
she
it.
couldn't believe I never had
the good thing about
pedicure.
the good thing about having this is you don't have to worry about breaking, and you don't have to worry about every week that, oh my God, I have to wear nail.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's your own nail. They just
Yes.
put the gel helps kind of strengthen it so that they
So
don't
then
like
they'll
be
grow a little
breaking
bit
and
more
stuff.
because
Yeah,
mine are short
Mhm.
because I break them.
yeah. It's
I
good
dig
for
them
you.
into men's backs and they sometimes chip
Girl,
off or whatever.
girl.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds a little brutal, but they like it.
Oh, do they? Yeah, but I like it. So yeah, I'm just
Yeah, it's
I'm just
beautiful.
recently getting into this mani pedi life, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been missing.
You're like,
out.
how did I live without it?
Right, and same with like seeing my stylist like regularly. I mean, like I
Doesn't it
had
make
one
you
where I
feel
used
good?
to live, but like I wouldn't see her very frequently because I'm
Right.
like I can do my own
Right.
stuff. But
Right.
then,
No. Right.
but my stylist out here, she's bomb. I'm like,
I
know,
so
it's
now
really-
I just try to coordinate my mani pedi and my hairstylist appointment.
It's
Like,
really good to be pampered, though. You know what I mean? Once in a
Yeah.
while, it's like you
I
feel
didn't do
you're
that
feeling
stuff.
like a star. You're feeling like very
Right.
very important person.
Yeah.
the feeling is
A
really
very
good.
important person.
Yeah.
A VIP?
Yeah.
VIP, they're called VIPs.
Very important
VIP.
person.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah, I know that.
She's all, I
am
knew,
a-
I
I
knew
am a-
that.
I am
She
a
did
V-
not know that.
I am a VIP host at my workplace. I should know that. Otherwise, I'm gonna
But
lose
did you
my
know
job.
what it stood for?
Yes, of course.
You lie. I don't even believe you.
Oh my gosh.
I don't.
Oh,
She
yeah,
she
I
probably
really know
didn't
that.
know.
I
She
didn't
probably
know
didn't
that.
know.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
probably didn't know.
I never know what
Shut
this
up,
VIP
Tab, shut up.
means.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
It's
So,
so freaking, oh my God, where did I grow up?
But-
I used to live in the mountains.
Right?
it's okay. We forgive you this time. But yeah, so like I'm just kind of getting into that where it's like, hey, us ladies, we should take a little time
Yes.
out, to do a little pampering. We do so much
so much.
So much that
So
it's
much.
like,
So
we
much.
all deserve a little bit of
We
pampering
work
time.
so hard.
We work
do.
so hard.
We wear so many hats.
This is
many
so
hats.
hard.
Yes.
We haven't said it hard. We wear so many hats.
We do.
It's like we just need those.
I
extra
like to
minutes.
take my hats off though.
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay. All right, taking your hats off. Got it. But we all need that little bit of time. Do you guys take some time out for yourselves? I hope you do. And if not,
Do you guys
get
take
on
your
that.
hats off?
Get on that, because I recently started getting on that. I'm just like, yes.
And she's like, I'm sparkling inside.
That the study said that when you take care of yourselves or go on vacation or pamper yourself, actually
Right.
makes you a lot way
Happier?
happier
More
and
pleasant?
younger. Yes.
Prettier?
Oh,
Yes,
really?
everything. Yes.
Nice.
Happy girls are the prettiest.
Nice.
For shizzle.
That's cool.
That's
So
why I'm going on vacation soon.
Are you really?
You are?
Somebody just bought my Hawaii escapade vacation.
What? I didn't
for
even
real?
hear about
Like,
that
Are you
yet.
being for real right now?
I'm real.
I know.
You're
We're
going
like,
on
are you
vacation?
lying?
Yeah,
Are you like
May.
for real? Huh?
I'm real. May.
When do you
For
go?
how long?
Oh, it's all right. This is the good thing is because this
How long are we
this
not going to be
person
filming,
bought my
Maria?
That's what I'm saying.
This person bought my ticket, wanted me to go 7 days, but I said I have shows, I cannot do that.
Thank you.
So,
yeah,
what would we do?
Yeah,
So
thank
now-
you.
Now I'm
We can do
going.
it. Well,
now
I
I'm
don't know.
going.
I don't know that.
Now I'm going on Wednesday, coming
Okay,
back
awesome.
on Monday morning.
Okay.
We're not gonna miss.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
Good planning. Good looking out.
She was like, I'm not going to miss Tuesday. I'm not going to
right?
miss
No.
Honeybee.
I wouldn't miss Tuesday.
No.
For
Oh,
sure.
Monday
That's so
and-
sweet.
Well, Monday and Tuesday because I'm coming back Monday morning. I have to be here by 11 a.m.
Right. Well, rest
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Sleep a little. You can
Yeah.
do the show tired.
Yeah.
Just you can be behind the camera.
Right, exactly.
I know, right? Yeah, of
I-
course.
So you had a good
we
week.
had-
You pampered yourself.
Yeah,
You got pretty.
Oh, thanks.
I mean,
but yeah,
you
thank
know.
you. Thank you.
One of us had to be pretty on here. That's another reason we stuck you in the middle.
We're all beautiful.
We balance you a little bit.
We're all
We
beautiful.
like,
We're all beautiful. One of our viewers, Kitty said, she's like,
Hey, Paul.
she said, I have a V hat that I seldom remove. LOL.
Oh, right.
What?
I have a
She has a
female
bitch hat.
hat.
Oh, I always have
that
that.
I seldom
I
remove.
always-
You do. See, you don't remove yours either.
I don't.
She's saying
I
I seldom
I
remove
keep it right
You
there.
don't
I
either.
can put a second hat on top of it, but not removing it.
She's like, I may double up, but I'm not taking shit off. I totally hear you.
Yeah, thanks for that feedback. Thanks for
Thank
that.
you. What's her name?
Kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Kitty. Speaking of, why don't we give a quick shout out to our first viewers of the hour?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and get us started. So, Kitty, hey girl, thanks for tuning in. Tara and Cuts and Barbara and Sarah. Yes, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate it. Yay! Tabatha, who do we have tuning in on your watch party?
I'm embarrassed because I don't know how to say all these names.
Do your best, girl. Do your best.
Ervin, Dana, Bill, Christine, James. Oh, there's a James I like. It's not this one. I mean, I don't dislike this one. I'm just saying
Hi,
there's a James I
James.
like, okay?
Okay.
Hi, James.
William. This is another one I don't know how to pronounce.
Okay.
Felice. I'm going to call him Shorty because there's Shorty in the middle. Shorty.
There we go.
Villanos? Look, he's got George in the middle. We're going to call him George.
George.
Mikey. Pocket. Rhett. Brad. Kelly. Christopher. Oh my God, my first love in high school. Chris.
That was
Chris
his
Markham.
name?
Oh.
Yeah, dated
Not
him
that
for a
guy.
couple years. Not this guy. This, I'm sure he's a cool guy. I mean, Chris's are pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Cool beans.
Todd, Joey, Yakota. He's kind of cute, I think. I haven't met him in person.
Yakota,
We'll
okay.
see. Jeff. Oh my God, I love Jeff. Mr. Weesey. Robert. Bless your heart, Queen. I don't even know how to say this. Niall. You'll have to tell me. Niall Queen, Paul. Paul's one of, like, if I had a fan club, which, trust me, girls, I will eventually have a fan club.
Sounds like you do.
He
You always
would-
have us numbered on
I
the...
do have
He
one.
would be my fan club president. Paul, I want Paul to be my fan club president. Absolutely.
He's
Like I've
like-
told him that before.
You know
leader
what?
or
We
something?
should have Honeybees a fan club, actually.
Right? And then Jason,
That would
Jim,
be cute.
and Micah. Yeah. I mean, Yeah.
That
I
would be
love
cute.
the fan
That
club
would be
thing.
cute.
I send pictures to my fan club boys.
Oh.
Like, not all the time. Like, sometimes I forget who
We can send
should get a
pictures, too.
picture.
We can
Paul,
send-
I'm pretty
send
sure
all
Paul
our
got his
pictures
pictures this
to the
afternoon.
fan club.
Like, my pictures, you may not want to.
No
You may not want to
thanks.
share the same kind of pictures.
I politely decline.
I had to grow into it.
Girl.
You know,
So I mean,
mean,
it's been less than a year. I'm new to
you
the
don't know
picture
who you
thing.
could trust. Okay.
Well, I mean, like,
can you
it's
just
just your
trust anyone
woo-wah.
with-
You don't put your face in
can-
it.
I don't.
Like, you don't.
But what if they're like, well, this is Tabatha's though. This is hers.
Oh, there's taps. Never mind. I almost said
They
the
might
P word.
say-
That
they
might be
might-
No,
pushing
but
it.
I hate putting
But-
my pictures, honestly. That's
My
me.
pictures are the same each time. I'm not going to tell you what they are. They're simple. They're the same. They're just a different day.
Same thing,
Different
different day.
thong, different day. But
Oh yeah.
You know-
I don't know.
You know, girls, this
Fat
is,
girls wear thongs. I didn't know that till recently. And then I
Oh.
totally jumped on board.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Like a year ago, I was like, okay. And now I'm like, this is my life. So, yeah. But here's the deal. So, Kyle, you know
You
my
just
daughter.
wear them when necessary. That's it. Like
Just when necessary.
they're terrible. but-
When she was younger and I'd take her to Victoria's Secret to
Right.
get some stuff, I wouldn't let her get those. Somehow she'd come home with them. Like, you know, whatever she does on her own, she'd come home with them.
Okay.
I would literally, when I'd be doing laundry, I would cut them so
my
that she
God.
couldn't put them back together. And I would throw them away because I used to just throw them away. Then she started looking and finding them. Then I'm like, I would snip them. And now I'm like, if my daughter went in and snipped my panties, I would lose my shit. And I'm like, I did that to
Oh my
her. I did.
oh, you're so mean.
I know.
Did you think she was too young to wear
Yes,
them?
I thought, yes, she was
Oh
not
my
grown
God.
enough.
You know
No,
what's
because she was
funny?
like late teens and I was freaking the fuck out.
You know
Yeah.
what funny is? I don't
know what
like.
I would do.
I
I
have
snipped them.
I have like thong panties, but I never. I'd rather put my what do you call that? What do you
Granny
call that?
panties?
No, not
The boy
it's about
shorts?
The boy
The
shorts.
cheekies?
The boy shorts. I have my
Boy
panty
shorts
inside.
don't work for me because my
Yeah.
body's funny.
Oh yeah, I always use those on top of my panty. I don't know why.
Those are sweet. No, that's
Yeah,
cool. I
that's-
like that.
But
I like
anyway,
But what's the difference between like real quick? I know it's off topic, but what is a
No, we like
like?
the
Is a
topic.
thong? I know. Is a thong and a G-string the same thing, or are
yes.
they different?
I think so.
Well, there are two variations.
I
so
think
a
I've heard
thong
recently
can have
that
a
it's
little
different.
bit more of a fabric in the back, but a G-string, that's darn near some floss.
oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so it's a
like,
straight line.
Yes.
That's a
Yes,
G-string.
yes.
A
Well,
straight
the
line?
G-string
You-
is
you
going to be
see-
like a string,
Yes,
as
string.
opposed to I almost like lifted my skirt. Okay.
No, that's
so like
TMI.
I know, like mine in the back has a little bit. It's got the wider strip on top.
Okay.
And then it's got a strip of lace. Oh, I am wearing lace today! Oh my god!
Lacy too!
Yay! Okay.
You're
Like
good.
I'm so in.
Yeah, but
I
we
thought I
can't
was
see
left
it
out.
though.
Yeah, the
Well, that's
lace.
probably best for you all.
She has a lace.
But I just am so glad to be part of the club. I thought I wasn't.
Yeah, were we talking
So-
about that before we got on? I think we were, right? Or did we
About
talk
the
about
lace?
Yeah,
you
or did we
guys
talk
talked
that
about
on-
having lace on together at the beginning, and
Yeah.
I was
Oh.
like, y'all
Oh,
didn't
it's
tell
okay.
me.
Oh,
But
yeah.
now you
Now
You
I'm
just,
part
like,
of the
put your
club.
thumbs,
It's
you know,
just
your
under
thumb
my
Now
in
skirt.
you're in the club.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
barely.
anyways,
I like being a part of the club.
we're talking. Welcome to anyways, we're talking about our viewers. You know what funny?
Yes.
I seen a lot who tuned in right now
Okay.
that never been tuned in before.
Nice.
Isn't that
Hi
nice?
to our first time viewers.
Yay!
Thank you for tuning in.
Yay.
So who do you got
Yay.
over there?
Oh, I have a lot, so I don't
So
have.
say it.
For
For God's sake, list them.
Carmen Hayes, and there's another name that came in and I lost it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we have like a lot of women just tuned in. And thank you so
ladies.
much. Thank you, ladies.
Yes, and
Nice.
I've got a new one that came on right after Samantha. Hi, Samantha. So thank you so much, ladies and gents, for tuning in. We appreciate your love and support. So thank you.
So you got pampered. What'd you do this week?
Oh,
Well, she's trying to line up her vacation.
Oh, that's right.
No,
okay,
well, I
so
got
did-
sidetracked.
who are you trying to go on?
I joined
Yeah.
by myself. So this is what
Oh
happened.
wait, you're going on vacation by yourself?
This is a good thing, right?
Okay,
I'm
gonna
going
listen.
to. I'm going to.
She wants to go meet someone
I'm
over
going.
there.
No,
Well,
don't-
that would be my
I'm not
plan.
in the meeting. Oh, anyways, I'm going to.
She's like, I can't with you guys.
I'm going to a vacation, but I'm bringing everything with me, so it's actually work.
But it'll
Oh,
be
you're
a
gonna take all the
relaxing
equipment?
spot.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna
Like
do
you're
Like
literally
everything?
bringing the equipment?
No, the camera only and
The
computer.
camera and the computer?
Yeah,
well,
that's
so
it.
what are you going to
So
do
you're
there?
gonna do like some filming while you're there?
Yes.
Who are you going to film?
Oh, I'm gonna freaking grab everybody in Hawaii.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You're
All
just
right,
gonna
rock
walk on the
star.
beach and be like, "Do you want to
Yeah,
be on
she does
camera?"
weird shit like that. I'm so
I'm gonna
serious.
do it. I'm gonna
she
do
does
it.
shit like that.
Does she?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
For
like,
shizzle.
hey, with your abs, come on here.
Yes. You know
But
they
what
will.
if he's like,
Oh,
what
yeah,
if
they
he,
will.
but what if he claims that's sexual harassment, which will be our topic today?
I still get to talk about my day
Well,
though.
What if
I
he
don't.
says?
I believe that if I
You
call
say you're talking about my
Oh,
abs, lady.
if
I'm
I call a
offended.
guy, if I call a guy with my two-piece and they have abs, do you think they're gonna say I'm sexually harassing them? Of course
You
not.
never know.
No, they're gonna
Some
say
men are
it for when
angry.
you're famous,
Some men-
and then they're gonna say it. They're gonna be like, "Look,
They're
I
gonna be
learned
like-
all about this. How to
The
do
Me
it."
Too movement.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
just
win.
going to be I'm going to be the men version of the Me Too movement, right? And be like, he's going to be like, oh wait, you're on
Real
TV? Sexual harassment. This one
This
right
one,
here.
right there.
Yeah, please
She talked
do.
about my abs. She touched my
She
belly
called me
button.
Mr. Abman, and I said
Right.
that's not my name. It's Joe.
Joe, it's Joe. Oh, I'm getting me a Joe.
Oh.
No.
What's a Joe?
Okay, so there's this one gentleman around town that does a bunch of work, kind of. I don't even know how to describe the Joe that I'm kind of making the joke about. He
Okay.
does a lot of work around town. He's rather well known. He knows a bunch of politicians. He knows a
Okay.
bunch of this. He knows a bunch of that. He does some, what do you call it? We stand up for black people. What is that?
A civil rights activist?
Kind of. So anyway, he just does a lot of
Okay.
shit. So anyway, his name is
What
Joe.
is it,
and he's-
BLM, Black Lives Matter or something?
yeah, I don't think
Maybe
he's part of
that.
that though.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he is. I'd have to ask Joe.
Oh, okay.
But he has such a fantastic personality. He might as well be a comedian.
Oh, for
And
real?
he's funny as shit. And he writes these things and tells about his day or something. And he's like, "Get you a Joe." And now I'm like, I'm lining up a Joe. So there's a Joe in another city. He's a comedian. He's gonna come to Vegas.
Oh.
Possibly stay with me for 2 weeks, get his feet wet, introduce him to people, whatever, and then he's gonna move here.
Oh.
But I'm just
Well,
like,
aren't you the friend? You can crash
Girl,
me for
you
2
don't
weeks,
even know
and I'm
I'm
going to
TV.
help you network.
well, I don't know. I just can't help it. Like I
She's
just
a
like
great
people.
friend.
So I just do. Yeah, I know. I'm like, here.
But
I
don't
keep
get
turning
taken
down these
advantage of,
ideas,
girl,
but
'cause sometimes
I
people
try
try
not
to
to.
take
They do it all
advantage
the
of really nice
time.
people. I'm
They
just
do
saying.
for shizzle.
So don't
My
get taken
daughter's like,
advantage of.
stop being nice, and I'm like,
Yeah, please don't
Huh?
stop being nice.
I don't know
be
how.
nice. It's easy. Just hang out with me.
she's like, well,
so
we're gonna go
funny.
out in the evening. So anyway, I'm working on this Joe.
Okay, got it.
It's a joke. He'll understand it once he gets here and I start introducing him to things. But
Okay.
remember my biker boyfriend?
Yes.
Oh my
my
goodness.
God!
What happened with him?
Oh my God. Okay, so like,
Time for your week to tell
I know,
what's
she's
going
like,
on.
oh God, it's
I'm
You've
not
been so
even done
anxious.
with my week.
I know,
She's
I
been
am so
anxious to
excited.
talk. Okay, go ahead.
So my biker boyfriend,
Okay. Biker guy.
he's like, right? He's like, I can't even believe I have one of those. Like, he doesn't, okay, so anyway.
Does he has mustache and everything?
No, well, he's got a goatee. And he's got a bald head, and he's clean shaven other than that.
I think bald is always look good.
You like
Mostly
bald guys?
always,
Some ladies
for
don't
sure,
like bald
for
guys.
sure.
Some ladies don't like
Sometimes
bald
sometimes
guys.
it depends, you know.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
always like white bald guys. But I like
What
I
you gotta
love
get?
black bald.
Caucasian dudes.
I have like one or two kind of lined up, but that's not typically my gig.
Oh, okay.
But for real. So my biker boyfriend, they do like biker stuff. Like there's
Like a biker club and stuff.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. So he's a part of a biker club. I
Yeah,
can never
right.
remember the name of it.
It's okay. We don't want to identify
Right,
him.
because I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah,
like I don't know if that really
Oh,
happens.
I
but
hear they
just
can be
in
like
case.
gangs. I've heard. I mean, some of them can have like
Right,
like
so
beat up each
right.
other and
that's
start
kind of
fights.
sexy, but kind of scary too. Okay, I'm
Girl,
gonna say
leave the bad boys alone.
kind of, but he's a nice bad boy.
a nice bad boy.
Well, I
No,
don't think
there
he's
is
really.
no such
I don't
thing.
call him a
You're
bad
either
boy.
nice
though.
or you're bad.
bad.
You're one or the other. There's
No,
not.
there's
And
kind
I
of in
am
between.
bad.
I think.
She is nice. She's in between. I don't
See,
know.
there's in between. But anyway, so
wow.
he's got keys to the club,
Mm-hmm.
and we went there on Wednesday night.
And did you fuck?
Because we saw.
Yes, all over the place in there. So he showed me everything, and it's like, ugh, boy
I
stuff.
shouldn't ask
You
that.
can, right?
I
You can
already know the
so-
answer.
Oh my god.
You can totally tell that it has no woman's touch. Like, it's a dude place to hang out. It was
Oh my
kind of
God.
weird because
Oh.
it's dude stuff. There's a pool table though. Yep. And
My virgin
She
ears,
was-
right?
You know, this is funny.
the office. Yeah.
This is really
The
funny.
table. Yeah.
Tabatha,
Anyway.
Our
I had the
topic,
best night ever.
Our topic yesterday on the relationship show
Right.
is love versus lust. Okay.
Oh, that's a
and
good
then
topic.
This is the.
We
this
should
is-
talk about that here. I'm gonna
Yes,
write
we're
that
gonna
down.
do that. But anyways,
Take notes.
Yeah, I am.
yeah. Anyways, I'm not talking about the relationship. One of my friend, or
Okay.
this my week is all about sex.
I love that.
I'm not
All the
having
shows.
sex.
All the shows.
I'm having it for you.
No, it's
I
a
got it.
conversation.
You're having
I've
enough
got
for
us
how
covered.
many?
No, it's
for
a
a group of us.
conversation with a lot of friends that I have.
Right.
So it's really funny because this is one of the conversation that we had. This
Okay.
one of my friend, she really literally told me that, oh, you know what? I'm so horny
Yeah.
and I just want to have sex every single night.
Multiple times, for
and
real.
then- yes, and she
Mm-hmm.
turned on me and said, "How can you handle not having sex?" And
I can't.
this is my answer is determination, focus, and discipline. That's it.
I have none of that. All right. See, that's why I'm failing. That's why I'm having sex.
That's a tricky.
Oh my gosh,
That,
right?
You know. But anyways, so my friend, the same friend that asking me the question, told me that the night before we were talking about it, called one of her guy friend and asked him. I said, "Can I come in because I'm so horny? I just want to come in and out." And then,
A guy friend of yours said
no,
that?
a girl. My girlfriend said that to the guy friend.
Oh, to her guy friend. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Okay,
She-
and what did he say?
She
And
wanted
then-
to hook up. I
Well,
guess.
yes, they did it, and it's so funny that she said, "You have to hurry up because I have to work tomorrow," and I was like shocked.
Usually we're not quite that abrupt about it. Usually we're like trying to snuggle and shit.
Yeah, and I was so shocked. I look at her face, and I literally like start laughing so hard where all the people around us was looking at us.
That's cute.
Because it's so cute and it's so funny, and not every woman can do that.
Well, I want to say had to have been Tuesday. I was just fit to be tied. And usually Tuesdays are a night that I go and watch comedy after this. And then I usually always have a boyfriend after that. But my staple guy for that time is in jail, remember? And so he gets out though.
Who did he kill?
Well, he didn't kill anybody.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he may or may not have done some bad stuff. But Ty's like, what?
Who are you hanging out with?
No, he's so cute though.
Girl,
And so,
there's a lot of cute guys
he's
locked
not-
up.
I only talked to them on the outside. But anyway, so he's unavailable until the 6th or so.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, I'm
it's
counting
gonna
Maybe
be
he's
this.
told
having
about
sex
last
with
week.
somebody.
What?
Maybe he's having sex with
Let's
somebody.
not think that way. Let's not think that he's having sex in jail, because that would mean
Well, but
that would mean bad stuff.
But there's a
He
lot of
does.
men who
He
they
does.
say, at least in the African. I remember reading an article. It said that there are a lot of African American men who are on the DL, like
What is DO?
down
DL,
low.
down low.
That means like secretly
they're
that
bisexual
yes,
or
yes.
gay or something.
And that's why African American women are at higher risk of more like STDs and stuff like that.
Aw.
Oh no.
Right.
Yeah, because
they're
they're
probably
thinking they're with
fulfilling
a man
doing
that
things.
that only is with women, but there's some down low men that are
That
like
are with-
doing both.
Oh my
Well,
God.
goodness gracious.
That's
so
why,
anyway,
that's why I know all men are. I know not all men, but there's a
So
lot
be
of
careful.
men that are gay.
yeah, no doubt, huh?
Yeah, so
I
there
don't-
there may be some. I'm sure it happens in prison from what. But
Okay,
anyway.
this is just jail. It's 30 days. We're
Just
going to think
jail.
positive. Right?
It's just jail.
It's just jail.
No. This is just jail.
Just jail.
Get it? Oh, I got a
You
joke.
did.
I'm so funny. Okay.
Anyways,
So
like-
I literally was like, kind of like your doohickey. I had a
What?
friend that was like,
What is you
come
know,
over
I
and
don't know,
I'll
doohickey?
help you with your business. And I was like, yes. And
You know,
I went over.
I
was
am
like,
against hickey, honestly.
You're against hickeys?
Yeah, what is that for?
That's so like,
No, I like that.
that's middle school and high school stuff.
Yeah, that's what makes it cool.
We're not in middle school or high school anymore.
So what you're saying is, Ty, you don't do it in the back of your car?
I do.
Wait,
Do
did
you still?
Wait, I thought we were talking about
yeah,
hickeys.
well, I used to
Were we
do
talking
it
about
because
hickeys?
I don't
I
have
do.
a boyfriend.
I thought you were talking about
I don't
hickeys.
have a boyfriend.
I'm like, aren't
But
hickeys
it's
those
not-
things that people suck
it is-
onto
No,
your
they
skin?
do. But like having sex in the back of the car is like
It is-
considered a younger kid type thing.
Yeah, that's like
Doing-
broke-back college student, you know.
Yeah,
Don't
that
have-
is cool
Can't
shit.
afford a hotel.
Don't give
I
up
mean,
for
a
you.
motel or
Don't-
whatever.
No,
Well,
it is-
there's the
you
biker
know,
bar, and I
know,
love
it is-
skeezy motels.
You see,
For real.
that was way back when we were in high school, but now because it's been a while, tried
Yeah.
once. It's kind of
Yeah, I'm telling you, because
It
I had a
is-
big gap in there. I used to
yeah,
think
is-
it was
it's
crazy to do it in
exciting.
the car.
The-
Now I'm
you
like,
see, if you are in
You
a
do it and then the cop come knocking.
oh, that's
Excuse me,
awesome.
why is it steamy
I
in
would
there?
love
I can't
to
see.
tell people why I got arrested that night. I'd be like, well, you know me,
Oh my
and my
gosh.
ass was like,
my
you know,
gosh.
high enough to be seen out the window.
don't do go hide your car, not in
Well,
the
you kind of
open.
hide it. I mean, like, you can't completely hide it. You're in a parking lot. You're at a place. You're.
Aren't you nervous that you get caught? Or
I
is that
don't
part
get-
of the thrill? I mean, I hear some
Well,
people are
it's
like,
definitely
the thrill
part of the
the-
thrill. But I don't really worry
Getting
about
caught.
that. Like, I am not. Other people worry about it. I don't so much worry about it. Like, if I need to get out of the car and put something on because I can't quite do it in there, I will just get out of the car and get redressed. Like, I'm not. Dude, I've had 5 kids. I'm not like modest anymore at this point. Like, I'm really
but when
not.
someone sees you,
I'm not worried. I've had people see. I'm not really worried about it.
okay.
I'm not.
I
They
would
are
be
kind
concerned.
of, but but I would have before in life. I definitely would have before in life.
But
at
you're
this
at an
point
age
in life,
kind of
I'm
like where you're just like, it doesn't matter anymore.
Do you think?
No,
do you
it-
think?
You're kind of just like free to
I'm
be
not
you
trying to be
and do-
arrested for sure, but I think it would be so cool to do it on that big thingy where you end up getting caught.
Wait.
What is the thingy called? The thingy at the link, the big
Oh,
wheel thing.
is a roller, high roller.
The high roller.
Yeah.
Tab
I
wants
don't
to do
know
shit
what
on the
that
high
is.
roller.
Yeah,
and
do
I
you
don't
know
mind
that
getting
somebody
caught.
got caught in there?
Yes,
Doing
yes.
that?
I think that is so
they're
cool.
having sex in the high roller. That's why they got
Oh my
arrested.
gosh.
Like,
Yeah,
so I'm
no,
so
I'm
jelly.
good.
I
Do you
haven't-
think? Do you think, ladies, that if
Okay.
you see somebody having sex in their car or something is open, do you think that is sexual harassment or probably?
I think
or
some
it's
people
public
might.
demeanor.
What do you
It's
mean?
probably
I
what.
don't-
So are
I
you
don't
asking
understand the
if we
question.
walk upon, if you guys stumble upon me in the car or at the park, or I'm not going to tell you all my spots, but
I
so if
would
you
like to
stumble
know.
upon me, are you asking?
Is that do I?
Would
feel
it be harassment against you guys
Yeah, against
because
me.
I'm a little unexposed? I'm a little exposed, and I'm
Exposed,
doing
yes.
nastiness.
Oh, like would
I
we
think
be
it-
offended?
Yes.
Right, and would you
Oh. Would you
consider
feel
that
Like
to
calling
be,
the cops?
Yes.
Yeah, some people would.
Yeah. Some
There's a
wouldn't. I
naked
think
lady
it's
down the
hilarious.
street.
Yeah, that is this.
Tabatha's over there by the tree.
Oh, I know
officer.
that's her. She described her thong on TV. I mean, her. Yeah. It's lacy. It's got a little lace right back there.
It's black. She said it was. I could see how that would be. No, you could totally go to jail for that. That can actually. Oh, now that I think about it, shit. That can turn you. Listen, that can turn you into a sex offender. If you
really?
are found exposed, I am almost
A sex-
positive you could have. Yeah, there's some
Oh,
sex
see?
For
offender stuff
indecent-
related to that.
Indecent exposure?
Yeah, public demeanor or no?
I don't know enough.
Indecent
All I
something.
know
It's
is there's
something
something
indecent.
tricky
Yeah,
about that.
also,
You got to
yeah.
be careful.
Yes.
So maybe I should.
I don't
Maybe
know.
I should take that
Rethink
into
that.
consideration.
Yes,
I mean,
please do.
Maybe
I
will.
know
I don't know the
protesters seem to-
particulars. I just know
I
there's
think
a
you
possibility.
should.
I mean, I know there's protesters who seem like, they definitely want to be civilly disobedient and they take going to jail. It almost seems like a badge of honor. Like, oh,
No,
look,
it is not.
I was
pretty
locked
in
up
there.
for protesting against blank, blank, blank. But
I mean,
do
I'd
you
go
want to
if I
catch
had
a
to.
rap
I
sheet
mean,
for
like,
being naked on the side of the car?
not a rap sheet.
Well,
I
you
mean,
know
I don't
what?
mind being caught. I don't mind being watched either,
That's
but
the-
I don't want the rap sheet for sure.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't want to have to be applying for a job and they're like, well, maybe it would only be a misdemeanor though.
Yeah,
Because
I
if
think
it's a
that's what-
misdemeanor, you
that's
don't
what I
usually
was
have to say
thinking.
that.
I think
But
it's
I usually-
misdemeanor.
I usually have jobs though where they do background checks.
They
So
do, yeah.
then that's a situation.
Oh.
Possibly. I don't
Right,
know. Maybe I should
right.
rethink my life. Maybe I shouldn't. We'll see. I'll let you know how it goes. Probably nothing's going to change.
Okay, all right. You know, hey,
So
do you.
Right, because Tabatha, nobody else wants to do you. You do it, though.
No. I mean, I didn't say that.
I'm saying that.
I did not
I'm
say
saying
that,
that.
Tabatha.
I'm saying
Okay,
that.
but
It's
anyway,
gonna be a fun show.
yeah. No, we have to be lighthearted right now because we're talking about something real deep again.
Yes.
So
Again,
let's
2
get
weeks
all
in
the
a
kind
row.
of laughter
I
and
hear
giggles
you.
out.
Yes.
But
I feel like I had one more thing I wanted to say, and I cannot think of what it was.
What is it?
think. Was it racquetball guy?
No, I don't know what's going on with him. I think I scared him.
Good.
Oh.
Well, I mean, good for him. Yeah. Well, he was
No,
white
good
too,
for
so
you.
That's
You-
really just not my.
You don't. You know.
No.
You got to be a special white for me to be like, I can do it, for real.
What kind? Is there like
I don't know, because then I'm sitting there thinking, because when I look
like
at
if they talk a certain way or if they dress a certain way, if they
Kinda
listen to
like-
certain kind of music?
kind of like if they're scary. Then I
Scary
have
like
to
should be in a penitentiary scary?
No, just intimidating, and then I get to know them, and I'm like, oh, he's not scary. Then I'm like totally attracted. But I kind of have to like think they're scary at first, then get to know them,
Okay.
and then if they turn out to be okay, then I'm like, yep, I'm intrigued by this because I thought you were scary.
Do you get scared with guys that went to jail? I'm gonna ask her because I know you don't.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
I
an
don't.
experience. Okay, so
It's not my favorite though, but no.
I've experienced. Okay, so well, first off, let me preface it by this. Okay, so I used to have like earlier on, like back in teenagehood or something like that, teenage young adulthood. Like I kind of, I kind of think I was kind of like the good girl, but I kind of was like the good girl that was attracted mostly to like the bad boys. I think.
I can't believe you're admitting this on I was going to say television, on whatever this is. I
Yeah,
can't believe
yeah.
you're admitting this on whatever this
I
is.
kind of, was more attracted mostly to like kind of like the guys with the edge, that edge.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And I think for me it was,
Because they're
I
so
was kind of
different
more
than
like-
we are.
they are, and and I remember one he had. Anyway,
No, please continue.
No, like
I'm
the first
interested.
time I ever saw a gun.
I
First time I
love
ever saw a gun was.
you are afraid with guns.
I was like, it was in someone's house, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that's a real gun. Like it's not TV. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a real gun.
That is funny.
I was like, I didn't want to touch it. I was like, oh
I
my
wouldn't
gosh.
touch it either. I
Yeah,
have a gun
I freaked
story.
out. I was like, oh gosh. But hold on, save the gun story for 1 second. So,
I
but
will.
then I kind of think what it was sometimes I think we as women, and maybe some guys feel it like, with the ladies or whatever, is like, you kind of feel like, okay, if there's someone and they've got their issues, you might be able to like kind of come in and help them, like, help them be a better person, like kind of help save them sort of,
Kind of.
like,
But my take is
like-
kind of different.
well, I think I may have been a little more like, oh, I can help smooth out his edges.
I
I can
agree.
kind of help him make better choices, kind of thing.
I've so been there before.
Does anyone else relate besides
Besides
Tabitha?
Tabitha?
But
you cannot
anyways,
change anybody.
but
We're learning.
Well, yeah, that's
We're
that's what
learning. I'm
I
learning. I'm
finally
learning.
went got to the point where I realized I couldn't change them. I couldn't save them. If someone wants to change, they have to want to change for themselves.
Right.
They have to want to change for themselves. And so, like, after my last relationship, that was a very toxic relationship. It was very negative, and it was him coming at me with all that negative stuff.
Yeah,
And it was like, I was like,
nice personality.
Thank you.
You're like,
and
that just doesn't
eventually,
jive.
he and I were like on and off, and then finally, I just had to like get strong enough
to be
to go ahead and just end it for good.
Nice.
And I did. And then he used one mutual person that we knew, because like I told him I didn't want to talk to him. Like I changed my number and everything.
Oh wow!
And he used a mutual contact to call me on my phone, and I'm thinking it's the other person, and it was that fool. And I was like,
and then it was him. You're like,
what?
Really?
I was like, get out of here with that. You don't. Please don't do that, people. Don't use some middle person to try to contact someone else. That's just stupid. Like that's not cool. That's very tacky. But anyways, so your question was. Would you?
It
could
be.
It could be.
Would you date?
I think.
I am at the place in my life where I would not, and I was after like my early 20s or so. I was like, no, that's a wrap.
My
no more bad boys.
I am like you. I am like you. Before I never dated guys like that, but I am like. When I see this kind of guys, I run away the other side. That's how me, like the box check, right?
Right.
Once you are not checking that box, I'm running the other way.
Okay.
And then I just realized that I think certain times because God can forgive, and and I think as long as they change. In a manner where you confirm that they change, okay? Not like you think they're changed, but they're not. They never change. You have to confirm that they change.
Right.
I think I can give a chance, but I'm not saying that I met someone, but I'm just saying that.
She clarifies.
I hope I'm not gonna get into that position because I don't know how I'm gonna think.
Right.
But how do you know for sure that they've changed? I mean, because what is it? What is it when they keep going in and out of jail? Like,
well, that's different. Yeah, if they get
when they keep
going and out, no,
I can't think of it.
no.
I can't.
There's a term, revisitism. Sorry, I'm botching up the word, but there's a word, for like people who kind of like
go
they keep going. Yeah, it's like, and it's like I've seen a few of those lockup shows. A while back.
This is really funny. All right, I'm gonna because he just tuned in. Hi, Jason. But anyways,
hi, Jason.
This is what funny is. Let me. I had a person that wanna date me before that. After I figured out that he just came out from jail, I just scared to death. Like,
did he know where you live and he has your number and all that stuff?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you have a reason to be scared? Like,
No, I'm scared because he just came out from jail because I don't know what's the reason why he went to jail, blah blah blah. So I was like trying to ignore him and just don't want to deal with him. And then afterwards, I get to know him because we work together.
Okay.
We're not working together, but we work on certain things, projects. And I found out that he didn't kill somebody, he didn't rape somebody.
Those are my first two questions.
Yeah.
Literally. Did you kill somebody? No.
Yeah,
did you rape somebody?
No.
Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah. So if it's let me tell you. I was just watching this documentary the other night. This guy is dating this young girl, 15-year-old younger, and he is 20. So he was dating this young girl.
Wait, he was 20 and she was
15.
Okay.
Okay, so now he is in senior high school in the same school, and the girl is junior high school.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyways, he is the quarterback. He's the quarterback of the high school. But anyways,
he can't find a high schooler?
Listen.
Right. He must have a bad personality.
Oh no, he is a really good man. Honestly, after I watch this, listen to this. Listen to this.
We're like
you want him to date one of your kids?
No. Listen,
Okay.
this young girl disappeared and was killed. And yes, and he was accused that without any proof that he was the killer, was accused and went to jail for 9 years.
And then he was
And then last
exonerated.
December,
This is like that story I was telling y'all about before, but it wasn't
Last
murder, it
December-
was rape.
oh no, yeah, this
The
is
football
murder.
player.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
murder. Last year, December, he just got out from jail. He didn't got out from jail for parole or anything. Somebody is following his case and
Nice.
went to the high court and said, this is the reason why he shouldn't be
Right.
in jail right now. He
Right.
shouldn't be accused of this death because everything he is totally wrongfully charged with.
Nice.
And he got out last year, December. And
So like
This is the
literally,
guy you're
like 3
talking
months
about?
no, I'm talking
Oh,
about different
okay.
things.
You're talking about
I'm
the
talking about
documentary.
a separate thing.
Okay.
And he is, and you know what funny is, because they live in a small county in Oregon.
Okay.
Okay.
And
I
you
know
know
now,
what
I wanna Google it.
you know what funny is?
What?
He got accused, and the real murderer got away because there's
They
no.
they haven't found him yet.
And
Wow.
so
Yep.
so my
He's
point.
lucky he got out though, because usually they kind of have to replace one with the other.
No,
They have to say,
no,
okay,
because there is an organization here in the United States who
Uh-huh.
actually fight for those wrongfully. When
Yeah,
they,
no, I got you.
Yeah,
I've
when
heard,
they
yes.
show all the reason why it's wrongfully accused,
Uh-huh.
you can see me as as just a regular person. I'm not an attorney or anything. I can tell that everything is just off. They
Right.
just point out at him not getting all the DNA tests. They never find any connection, any single connection that he killed the girl.
Right.
And he is the first one, and the first one who actually been looking for that girl 24 hours when she disappeared.
Right.
He's just like driving around town trying to find that young girl.
Right.
So
I hear you.
So I'm
Goodness gracious.
So you said that
But
you're
my
saying
point-
that to say.
yeah, my point
Sorry.
is my point.
Sorry, I'm just trying to follow.
Yeah, I know. My point in that is not everybody goes to jail. Actually,
Oh, is guilty.
Is guilty.
I know
Okay,
that
so
to
like
be
if,
true too.
if there's
Yeah.
like 1 or 2% who are wrongfully convicted, okay,
Yes.
so if it's one of those, then that's still not majority.
Oh yeah, girl,
That's
yeah,
still not majority.
Well, yeah.
But
Well, right.
but like a guy, one time he did up front let me know that he did some time in either jail or prison or something for
get
drugs.
scared.
Like I met him just out and about in like general public, and he approached me, and like so we had. I think it was the first conversation on the phone, and when he said that he had spent time
Time in
for
jail?
dealing drugs,
And you're like,
I was
"Oh,
just
no."
like, I mean, he seemed very nice, but then when he said that, it kind of
Turn off.
made me. I had to really kind of think.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I was
have
like,
you not ever heard of multiple streams of income? So to become, like, I'm not going to necessarily say
Cartel.
rich or whatever, but stable financially. Maybe he's good at holding down a job plus that extra income.
Yeah.
I struggle with that.
I
I
kinda do
struggle
too.
with that.
Yeah, me too.
Because I mean, like,
With something that's serious. Yeah.
with,
Yeah.
I mean, with people who are pushing the drugs into the community, they may be making the money, but the people who are using
are
the
killing
drugs
the pe- yeah.
are,
Yeah, that's
suffering.
hard to-
Yes,
yeah.
So
yes.
it's like, I mean,
I-
it just for me, it was. I had to stop and really kind of think. And so then after thinking and trying to think, our next conversation, I had to kind of let him know that it did bother me.
Yep.
And I was like, you seem like a nice person,
Right.
and everything, but I'm having an issue with that.
That
you
is
know.
that is called
I
a
appreciate that he
distant-
told you, because I can't stand it when people don't give you information that
Like
I
that,
think
right.
you would need, and that's information that I think you would need.
Yeah, you're
So-
right. True that. So I did.
Appreciate the honesty,
respected-
but you still
yeah.
that gave you the chance to decide where you wanted to position yourself and if you
Yep.
wanted to or not.
Yep,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, that's
Right.
totally respectable on
Exactly.
So
both of
we'll-
your guys' parts.
It called standards.
Yeah.
Right.
I
You
mean,
have the
and I'm not
standards, yeah.
saying that everyone that gets out of prison or jail are like, you know, negative people or bad
Yeah.
people and stuff. But
Yeah, well,
But it's still a
I mean,
choice
I'm
that
just-
you should
you
be
know, I
allowed
think-
to make for yourself.
yep.
if you'd
yeah,
like to be
and
involved.
I was dating someone that didn't even tell me about their little rap sheet, and then I found out they had a rap sheet, and I was
What
like,
is rap sheet?
oh, it's
means
like
they've done
they've been
something. They've
you know
jailed
been
or in trouble for something.
accused and convicted of crimes,
Oh, I see.
and I was like, so then I
Right.
had to be like, dude.
She's like,
If you're not going
right.
to be upfront about, like, you know, you're
Yeah.
just saying, if you're not going to be upfront, like, I feel like if you have tickets or you've been incarcerated, whoever you're talking to,
Look, if I had to tell
should know.
everybody about every speeding ticket I've had, then that's. Can I just say I get speeding tickets?
How about
And
if?
I'm not
hey,
necessarily
I
worried
had that
about.
chat. I mean, I have that chat.
How about if it's speeding? They went to jail because they didn't. You know what I mean?
That happened to me. I
Yeah,
went to
so
jail for
do you
a
think-
unpaid
Yeah.
traffic
So do you
violation.
think? Do you think?
Okay, now, if it's like, I mean, I haven't met someone where that was just the only thing. But, I mean, I guess if it's just like you didn't pay your parking ticket and
Well, and I
they have
talked
a
ugly.
warrant out for your arrest, I mean,
That's different.
I don't know, but
That's my point.
Like, there's
I
a
don't
warrant out
know.
for me right
There
now for an unpaid
there
parking
is.
stuff, and
Girl,
it just keeps getting
are
bigger.
you sure
And
you
I'm
want to say
like,
that on air?
I right.
I didn't hear that. Let me
You're
unhear
like,
that.
right?
Don't ask me. I don't know where she is.
You're like, we don't know that girl. She's white. We don't even talk to those.
Whatever. Remember, I'm mixed, chick. I'm mixed.
Oh, that's
Thank
right,
you.
right.
I have family that look just as Caucasian as you.
I have chocolate family and Hispanic family
Yeah.
and from Thailand and I don't know. Yeah. We just love people.
Yeah, I love it. Extended.
We love to love. No, I'm teasing.
Love across the color lines. Loving across the color lines.
Absolutely.
Hey, it's all good. Just, you know. Just
Okay,
be
let's
open.
get back to
But
sexual
anyways,
harassment. But
So, yes.
We have a topic today,
yes.
ma'am.
Yes. So today, everyone, we're going to be discussing sexual harassment. Last week, we discussed rape and sexual assault. So today, we'll be talking about sexual harassment.
I'd like to know if you'll let me sexually harass you. Leave a comment down below.
Tabitha, oh
No,
my
I'm
gosh.
teasing. We're going to get serious. We're going to get serious. I just have to
Alright,
ease
Leanna's on
into
break.
it.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break as we gear up to go into the serious topic.
Cool.
So we hope that you do not
The
go
fun, yeah.
anywhere.
Don't go
Please
away.
stay right there.
Stay right there.
Invite your friends. You can host a watch party. Just make sure you go to social media shows and like the page. And then from there, you'll see what's live streaming right now, which is this. And then you can click on that and then
share it.
yeah, then you'll go to share and you'll start your own watch party. So the more the merrier. So stay tuned. We will be right back.
A fairy tale, they say, real in every way.
Hi, my name is Tai, and I am a fashionista.
Hi, my name's Holly Wright, and I'm a singer, but I waitress for a living.
Hi, I'm Alicia, aka Catalina Winehouse with Ichigo.
Hi everybody, my name's David Thomas. What I am is a QMHA. I work with people with mental health issues, and I also do a Tina Turner show with the Big Elvis Show at the Piano Bar.
Hi, my name is Maria Pureza Leviton. I am the founder of Social.
Thank you to our affiliates who trusted and hold us by the hand. We truly appreciate your support and we are looking forward to a longer relationships. GI Connections, VIP Vacations, James Presley Recording Studio, Power X Energy Drinks, Moke Experience, 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio, Revolution Radio 2, Rhythm Vision, Westgate Resorts Las Vegas, The Giving Water, Whalers Creation, The Funk Jam, The Iron Monk Tattoo Society, GG Chic, Las Vegas Entertainment, Fantasy at Luxor, Action Shot Productions. Ask us to learn more how to be part of our affiliate today.
Want your own radio show?
Radio show?
Radio show?
Join the team.
Join the team.
Join the team.
223-223.
223 Take Over Vegas Radio.
Take over Vegas Radio.
TakeOverVegasRadio.com.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only works.
The future of LED technology is here. Introducing Rhythm Vision, the world's first sound-activated sunglasses. Ideal for raves, concerts, nightclubs, sporting events, parties, and even the beach. Lights up to your voice and type of music with a customizable and patented sound sensitivity controller. USB rechargeable battery. eDMMOQ 500X units. Rhythm Vision has the perfect pair of sunglasses to make the life of the party on any occasion. Get licensed now. Covered by a U.S. patent number 8514097. Available for established retailers only. Wholesale buyers. Licensors. Distributors. What are you waiting for? Inquire now.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provide.
The future of LED technology is here. Introducing Rhythm Vision, the world's first sound-activated sunglasses. Ideal for raves, concerts, nightclubs, sporting events, parties, and even the beach. Lights up to your voice and type of music with a customizable and patented sound sensitivity controller. USB rechargeable battery. eDMMOQ 500X units. Rhythm Vision has the perfect pair of sunglasses to make the life of the party on any occasion. Get licensed now. Covered by a U.S. patent number 8514097. Available for established retailers only. Wholesale buyers. Licensors. Distributors. What are you waiting for? Inquire now.
A fairy tale they say.
I think that empowering women is so important. There are so many negative things that are being said about women in today's society that it is crucial that women help encourage and motivate and inspire each other. At the end of the day, who do we really have? We have each other. So please tune in to our wonderful Honeybee show every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Be there so you can be a part of our discussion on how we can empower each other. At the end of the day, it's about you and me and we coming together to make a difference.
And your loving smile, you sensitive and down to earth style. A fairy tale, they say, real in every way.
Hi, my name is Tai, and I am a... Hi, welcome back to Honeybees. My name is Tai. This is
JC
and
Tabatha.
And we are so happy that you tuned in for our second segment. And we'd like to welcome JC real quick. Hi, how are you?
Hi, JC. Hello. They woke me up for this segment.
Right?
I was having my beauty sleep.
I hope we were worried. Wow, your bed hair looks pretty good.
I know,
for real, dude.
I woke up looking like this.
Oh, you woke up looking magnificent.
I don't wake up looking that good.
Okay.
Y'all don't even want to see
I
that.
had to match Tabatha's hair.
The fluff.
And compliment her outfit.
Yes. I love how you think. We need that stuff in our lives.
Yes, absolutely.
I know,
Great
right?
minds think alike.
Oh, I love that saying. Whoever created that was like a genius. I use that all the time. I'll be like on my Instagram, and I say that every now and then. Be like, you know what they say? Great minds think alike.
Oh my gosh. Are we talking about sexual harassment?
We're gonna.
Yes, we are. And we're
gonna get there.
Like from ear to ear.
And we're so glad that you came on so you can help kind of give us, a male's perspective as well, a man's perspective as well on sexual harassment. Because I think we tend to think when you hear the term sexual harassment, we probably think mostly of women. But there's probably men who've also been sexually harassed.
I can imagine there are.
I think it would, I think it's good that you can come and help balance out the conversation.
Yes,
about sexual harassment. So, so when I say sexual harassment, Tabatha, what do you think? What are the first thoughts that come to your mind?
Oh, this is a test. She did not tell me there was going to be a test.
Guess what? There's a test.
When I think about it, I would think that it would be an unwelcomed advance, but I don't know. I think there's a little bit of a line there, because if a gentleman comes up to me and gives me a compliment or wants to get to know me and then says something a little sexual, I'm not necessarily going to think that that's a sexual harassment situation.
Right.
Okay.
But in my mind, if I've said no to something, then I kind of think that it goes across. But then if somebody comes up and just touches you, and then that kind of is a red flag.
Right.
So I don't know. I think that, I think it might, I don't know what the actual definition is, but that's just a simple idea of, my thoughts on it.
The first thing that comes to mind for you,
first thing that
JC.
comes to mind.
Well, I have my handy dandy online dictionary, so
Right.
we're gonna delve into that in just a second. JC, what's your first thought when you think about it?
Well,
sexual harassment, is it along the lines of what
I hope
Tabatha
that
said?
I'm not going to hit a hornet's nest with this.
Okay.
And that the LGBTQ is not going to be after my beautiful ass.
Right. All of my beautiful ass.
Yeah.
Right. So what's your thought?
I think that in a guy's case, in a work situation, it's more like some gay person, tries to make advantage to another guy.
You mean like someone
who
that
is or isn't
they
gay?
know
Or
is
like no,
straight,
like
or
does that even matter?
If that, it doesn't even matter. Like if it's a guy like attracted to another guy, in a work situation, like I think I mentioned this last week. Brandon Fraser,
right? Oh, yes,
he was
actor.
in the parking lot, and an executive, just grabbed his behind in the parking lot, and I don't know what happened to him. Brandon started to cry because he knew that his career was at stake.
Right. Yeah, that's so.
Right.
It's a tough situation for sure.
Yeah, I think along the lines of what you were saying too, Tabatha, sexual harassment, I think unwanted and wanted advances.
Right.
And unwanted advances, pretty much. That's kind of what along the lines of what I think too. So I have the definition here.
Yeah, let's get official.
Yeah,
Let's get official.
Get official. No, this is not a Facebook relationship status.
Right, you're so cute.
You're like, make it
Right.
official. Okay, but anyways, so the definition, it says, this is according to sapac.umich.edu, so a school of some sort. It says that they define sexual harassment as this. As unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical conduct of a sexual nature when either, and they have 3 bulleted points here, when either
this is the serious part. Okay.
the conduct is made as a term or condition of an individual's employment, education, living environment, or participation, like in a university setting. 2, when either the acceptance or refusal of such conduct is used as the basis or a factor in decisions affecting an individual's employment, education, living environment, or a school place, or the last scenario they give here is when either the conduct unreasonably impacts an individual's employment or academic performance, or creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive environment for that individual's employment, education, living environment.
Do you think,
or on a university?
Do you think that this is just
area.
geared towards universities, since it's, or is this like or is this like a? What does Webster say? Does he say the same thing pretty much?
Oh well, yeah.
Goodness.
For here, I have that up here. It says that Webster defines sexual harassment as uninvited and unwelcome verbal or physical behavior of a sexual nature, especially by a person in authority towards a subordinate, such as an employee or student.
Okay, so it's just, they just worded it the long drawn out way.
Yeah.
And Webster's like, let's
Here
be short and concise.
Right,
I got
right.
you. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so that's what we're talking about today. So it's sexual harassment.
I think that one great example was many years ago, back in my high school, because the men's, the boys' building was separate from the women's.
Okay.
And so there was this guy, and of course I was with my group of people, with family,
Okay.
And then this one classmate of mine, the teacher was not around, just pulled down his pants and his underwear.
And his underwear?
In front of the entire class.
Oh my gosh.
And I turned around.
Right.
And guess what's like almost like, yeah.
Near your
I'm
face?
getting like very graphic here.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, okay, just because like you see, you have gay classmates doesn't give you the right to just throw that thing.
Yeah,
you're somebody's face. And that's exactly right.
Yeah, because that's not even seductive. I mean,
right. And it's right.
Yeah, you just don't do
and
that.
in front of your classmates and everyone. Yeah.
That was
I know what you mean.
That was terrible.
Yeah, we were so shocked to even go to the principal's office. I'm like,
I know, you're just like, how do we even say this?
Yeah.
Did he get disciplined? Do you know?
He did not. He got away with
this
because
is back
we were
in the
like,
day.
yeah, we were
This
like
is-
in a state of shock.
Yeah, this is back then.
That's
Day.
that was not
Yeah.
cute. Don't no.
Now you can't even
No,
pretend
no,
to be doing something wrong.
You can't
Right,
unsee
right,
what you've
yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
You can try to forget it and try to put it way back in the recesses of your
Yes.
brain, but it's always there somewhere,
Right.
So yeah. So I think with the Me Too movement, I brought up the Me Too movement last week as well. Do you think that the Me Too movement is helping, women and I think Me Too I think it's for women, but Do you think it's helping women feel more comfortable coming forward saying, you know, I have been the victim of sexual harassment? Or do you think it may be a platform for the ladies who want to make false accusations about, you know, like we talked about last week, like sour grapes? It could be sour grapes. Like he just didn't want to be with you anymore, or he turned down your advance. I'm screaming sexual harassment or sexual assault. What do you guys think?
That'd be a nightmare. Gosh,
do you think like the Me Too movement is helping? Do you think it's helping to do more good, like by helping people feel better about being more open about being victims of these kinds of things?
You can only hope. But honestly, I don't even have a frame of reference to know. Like the Me Too movement hasn't been enough of a conversation to be able to even answer that question.
We're gonna need to watch Bombshell together.
Oh, yeah, let's do. I totally forgot about that, but let's do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do.
I mean, I think, again, touching on from last week, I think the Me Too movement, I think that there really are people who have been the victims of, you know, sexual assault and sexual harassment stuff. Right. Most definitely. The only part that I am nervous about, like if I was a guy or something, or if I had sons or something like that, what I would be concerned about is when false accusations are made.
That's always a concern.
Because, you know, sometimes people have a hard time accepting rejection.
Right, of course.
And so some people resort to revenge. And like,
that's so creepy.
You know, when that person may be a nobody, like, you know, not known in public, you know, like just like maybe a regular citizen or whatever.
Right.
Like they may not care as much to try to tarnish the person. But if they see that person become a celebrity or some big powerful guy in some powerful position, then it you know, then they may say, well, I didn't care that much, but now I want to pay out. I'm going to make an accusation against this guy. Really, it was consensual, and I really liked his advance on me, but now I'm going to call it sexual harassment and see if I can make a payday out of it.
Because it's a totally different playing field at this point.
I would like to think, though, that that's not the majority. That just happens on a rare occasion. Because... I don't know.
People lie all the time.
Yeah, that's true, but that's like a big lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is a serious
Maria just referenced someone who, you know, that man went away for a crime he didn't do.
Yeah, that was a big lie. Yeah.
I referenced the guy that the lady, the teenage girl in the high schooler said he raped her, and he did it. And he spent years locked up trying to fight his charge.
God, I hate that.
So it's like, I think for women or men, whoever like is going to bring these kinds of allege these kinds of actions, like it needs to be like legit, because for all the people who really are truly victims of these things, like there's some that aren't, and then those who are lying can make it people less make people not make them question the true victims of these crimes.
Well, and I think, and let's put a different twist on that. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have more to say?
Oh, go ahead.
I think that you have to take some personal responsibility, and I don't know that this is necessarily going to be the highlight of what people enjoy about what I'm about to say, but if you literally take my situation into consideration, I have a Facebook page and a personality and, in essence, a brand that is sexual. So, and it can be sexually explicit, and, you know, I don't have a problem talking about sex or just anything in general. So, I actually have people, I almost said obviously, I always have people, you know, wanting to talk to me because they look at this and they're like, wow, this is an exciting woman, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
So I have to take some responsibility in that when somebody comes and they want to say hello or whatever, and it's so funny because when somebody pops into my thing, they'll be, hey, beautiful, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, good afternoon. And they're probably like, good afternoon? Like, how did we go from I got fucked at a bar to good afternoon? You know, and then they'll say something else. And I'll be like, oh, thank you for asking. I'm fantastic. You know, and so, like, I don't, I'm really formal. And that's kind of my personality too.
Right.
It's just a different aspect of it for a different time.
Okay.
So, but when they start to say things, I have to be diligent that if this is not somebody that I want to carry on a conversation with, that I'm not doing things that I shouldn't be doing. So, I, appreciate your interest. You and I don't know each other, and we definitely don't know each other like that.
Yeah.
So let's keep our conversation appropriate
And
for
with
where we're at.
boundaries, yeah.
And then some people will get offended immediately and block me. And I'm like, wow, that's not a conversation I wanted, That was good because that helped that, just because they found then all of a sudden my formality or my because people will assume that just because you are comfortable talking on a subject that you want to do all of those things in that subject with them or with anybody, and you're like, well, that's not really how the world works. But I am diligent about taking personal responsibility for myself, not leading on a conversation, not letting a conversation go to a point. And I also am not going to sit there and say, well, he said he wanted to have sex with me. We don't even know each other. He showed me a picture of his dick. No, I'm not going to, I stop it.
Okay.
And then I move on, because I have to take some responsibility myself that the way I speak and the way I conduct myself, I mean, they say if you wear a short skirt, that doesn't mean you want to be hurt. But
let's
you know
talk
what I'm
about
saying?
that.
So I make sure that I just put things in perspective, and I don't look at people and be like, oh my God, you just harassed me. No, I just need to give you what my boundary is. Yeah. And if we can work within a boundary, that's fine. If we can't, we don't. So.
But let's talk about that, because you touched on something that is a hot topic in this world of what we're discussing, and it is about how women dress. How women dress. And I've heard, there's people who say, well, if a woman dresses provocatively, then she should be able, whatever comes her way, she's asking for it. She's asking for those sexual advances and things like of that nature. That she because of that, that's how she's dressed. So she may have on a short skirt or a short dress. She may have on, low cutting, a top or something. And they say, well, I've heard this, from the men's side, but she's dressed like that, so she can't be claiming, that she doesn't like that attention or whatever, because she's dressing like that because she wants the attention, because she wants that. But then there's the women say, I've heard the women say, well, I should be able to dress how I want to dress.
Right.
And it doesn't mean, though, that you have permission to just say any old thing, do any old thing, try to touch here or there, because it's my body, and it shouldn't matter how I dress. So what do you guys think about that? Because I've heard that debate go on, and it's quite interesting.
I think all of that is right.
Let's cool. Let's hear from
I think
Jason.
that they're very powerful women, like let's say in the fashion industry or entertainment, that dress that way, and they can afford to because they're armed with bodyguards.
Right, they have protection.
Like they go out, like you can look, but you can't touch.
Right.
But for those people who are taking,
common folk.
Yeah, common folk, public, commute,
General.
Uber, whatever, or taking the bus. I think my advice to you is try to cover up a little bit, most especially if you're going to a crowded area, because that's the time that these pervs. I'm not saying that you're asking for it, because that's your self-expression. That's the way you express yourself.
Right.
And I've got nothing against that. It's just that I'm telling you to take precautionary measures and try to cover up a little bit. I'm not trying to tell you to dress up like Sister Act, like a nun.
I love that movie.
But to cover, I love that movie too.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
But JC, with you saying that though, it's kind of like you're kind of saying that
you should
she should be
freedom,
precautious,
but you should have the freedom.
But she should restrict her
a little bit,
in a certain way.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? I mean, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I wanted to talk about that actually. So this
Okay.
morning, Maria
Hold on.
was wearing.
Going on. Okay.
Okay. We're segueing.
Okay.
Maria was wearing this dress that you're seeing right now. This
The lace.
one that we saw,
pink
right?
dress.
Okay.
But she wore a white blazer on top of it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she was drinking coffee and she spilled some coffee on her
The
you know,
blazer.
the blazer.
Okay.
And she had to remove it. And then she had to go to Walmart to pay her rent. And naturally, all the guys started, hitting on her. Imagine, this lady wearing this sexy lace mini dress in the middle of the morning. And like,
Right,
ooh,
right.
like, oh
She
my
woke a
goodness.
couple people up.
Yeah, they were.
Right.
And she had that, don't talk to me right now.
We know the look.
Jerk.
We know the look.
Yeah. And they were asking her, from what part of the Philippines do you come from? And then she's like, it doesn't matter.
Right. She's so
like, I don't want
serious.
to talk to you. Get out of my facial right now.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But but that happens
Mm-hmm.
because, I consider myself pretty fashionable.
Yes,
and,
you
and
are.
I on my Instagram, I have lots of different looks and
absolutely.
things like
Oh, my
that I
gosh.
post.
I know, I'm like you, go girl. Instagram pictures.
Thank you. That's Style by Tai. TAI. Look it up. That's Style by Tai.
We love it.
Thank you. But for instance, let's say what I have on now. I could wear this.
You could
to
wear
Walmart
this.
or to the mall or whatever, and it is, people do take notice when you're dressed when you're dressed up and you're looking really nice. You totally stand out, I think, because most people are just in whatever, the yoga pants or jeans or sweats or athletic shorts, whatever, athletic pants, and so. I understand because I've been that lady. I've been the lady who's in the store and people are like, oh, and a lot of people make comments and stuff. The guys make comments, the women make comments. You get compliments. Oh, you look so nice, and some people, and they assume, oh, are you getting ready to go? Somewhere to an event or something. No, I'm just. This is just my everyday me. I'm just doing. Oh wow, you look so nice. Da, da, da. And the guys. They try to figure out how they can. Yeah, they're staring. They're walking by you, and you could tell they're checking you out, or they almost trying to break their neck, trying to look, and stuff like that. And it's just really. Yeah. I don't know.
Especially at Walmart.
I don't know what it is about Walmart.
Especially when you're not a Walmart girl and you walk into Walmart. Yeah.
So I totally relate. But I'm still going to do me, and I'm still going to do me. I'm not going to put on some kind of front and be like, oh, well, just because I'm going to the grocery store and getting gas in my car and to the bank.
I don't dress differently.
I don't need to be like, oh, I have to dress a certain way just because I'm doing those things. Well, I like to look nice no matter what it is I'm wearing. And even on days that I would say I'm in my more casual look, I may have on, a pair of some cute skinny jeans and heels or something like that.
Your Lululemons?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Even on days when I may be more, maybe not as glammed up.
Right, a little bit more casual.
I still get hit on then too. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I have on. It's
I think sometimes
the men's attention is just always there.
Your personality and the sense that you give off, just people are attracted to confidence. Usually people that get dressed to go places are a little bit more confident than people that wear their sweatpants. And you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a bigger girl. I don't get as dressed up as you do right now because I don't have a lot of clothes that fit, quite honestly. But I love to be dressed up. And people are always like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm going to comedy. I'm going to this. I'm going to that. I love looking like a lady.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
looking like
Absolutely.
a woman. I love
Yes.
having jewelry on. I love my
Yeah.
makeup on. I love my hair done.
Yes.
I mean, right now I need a haircut, so it's in a barrette. But you know what I mean? Like, I love to look like a girl.
Yeah.
So people will be like, well,
Yeah.
hey, can I come over? Can I do this or that? And I'm like, I need 2-hour prep time. And then, yeah, we can do whatever. And they're like, you can't just come. And I'm like, I don't just come like that. I
Right,
really just
right.
don't. But I think part of it has to do with the kind of the aura that you send off, though, because
Yes.
people are attracted to confidence. But the other thing is that I try not to. I just say thank you and grin. I appreciate that you thought to give me such a sweet compliment, and then I
Yes.
just proceed. I think that I don't think of those things as sexual harassment per se.
No, it's not.
I think of it as somebody may not have as much tact with how they speak.
Yeah.
And they may not have grown up in a position where somebody taught them maybe better
Yes,
words
yes.
to use or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I love turning an eye. I love, because it's just one of those things that you're like, I put effort into this. I didn't just walk in dirty underwear with
Your hair
I always have
undone.
flip-flops.
Yeah.
Your hair undone.
Yeah, and
looking
whatnot.
unkept.
So, yes, unkept. Thank you. So that's a much better word. See, when we use our words. But I don't know. I don't necessarily think of those things. But if then I'm being followed or something, I'm probably going to be a little bit quicker to get in and
I
out.
can't stand that. I'm like,
But-
a creeper. I got a creeper.
You're like,
I gotta lose him. I gotta
creeper in
shake
aisle
him.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you do have to kind of shake him.
Yeah. And they follow
but-
you around in the parking lots. Oh my goodness.
See,
The
that-
stores,
that-
the parking
that
lots,
gets a
I'm
little
like,
creepy,
oh my
the
gosh. Like,
parking
okay, I
lots,
need to
but-
make a phone call and make sure that I have someone on the
Oh, my
phone.
goodness.
Because
Right.
some dude, I mean, I've done that before because.
But still paying attention to your surroundings too. You're like, okay, so this is
Yeah.
where I'm at. This is what I'm doing.
Right,
But I'm
right.
also
some guy
kinda keeping
following
an eye-
me. Yeah, there's some guy
Yeah.
following me. I've had to do that multiple
Yeah.
times because some guys are creepers.
Right.
Like stalker creeper
right.
people. And it's not cool to be a stalker creeper. If you're a man out there, it's not cool to be a stalker or creeper. No woman wants to be stalker creeper. Or okay, I can speak for myself. I don't.
Right. You're
I
like,
don't.
I don't like
Yeah.
stalkers and creepers for
Yeah,
sure.
no. That's not how you. No, that's not how you get.
I think though that when you treat
But
people
what-
with respect, you typically get it back. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So I don't
yes.
look at somebody and give them a funny face or
Right,
give them
right,
whatever.
yeah,
I just
yeah.
do the pleasantries and then I press on. So
But what if
Yeah.
like you were at the store and you know, because you're saying you're kind of okay and you kind of just roll with it. But what if the guy, like you're walking by and the guy was like, girl with the big old, or girl with the big old, hey.
Oh my gosh.
then I'm a little bit
Hey,
less formal,
girl!
and
You
I'm
know,
like,
No,
what
no,
if
no.
they what if
Yeah.
they try to call out certain body parts or whatever and to try to holla at you?
Holla. Honestly.
would that be sexual harassment, girl with the big old
If it doesn't stop, I'd say, because I've literally turned around and said, boy, sit down. And I put the fuck word in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so
okay.
then they're just kind of like, but I still don't do it I'm just not a rude person. So I
Right,
literally,
right.
I won't get like a really bitchy look or anything.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, boys, fucking sit down.
Yeah.
And then I'll press on. So I don't know. Like, so it'll change. Like, it'll be a little less formal
Oh
because
my
it'll
gosh.
fit, kind of their tone a little bit more. But I don't know. I just, I don't know.
Speaking about what you're saying, so one time I was somewhere. And then,
Somewhere.
yeah. And then this boy who was like half my age said, hey, blah, 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 he was trying to be seductive. And I'm
Right.
like, I'm old enough to be
your dad.
Yeah.
That might be what he likes.
Yeah.
Right?
So I just moved on. Okay.
Yeah.
Daddy
Have a nice
complex.
day.
Daddy
Yeah,
complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we should do one on that.
Yeah.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
people
right?
that have the parent complex,
Yes.
mommy and
Looking
daddy
for
issues,
somebody
mommy daddy
older.
issues. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's I mean, I think with going back to that question I asked a bit ago, I think a woman should be able to dress how she wants to dress. I mean, as long as she's not breaking like any laws or whatever, she should be able to dress how she wants to dress. It does not mean though that any man or woman can approach her and touch her,
Right.
or say derogatory things.
Yes.
make sexual advances and stuff, like I don't think it means that, because we're here in the United States of America and we women here have the right to dress how we want to dress.
And we got this fantastic top with lace on clearance at Macy's, you know.
This is Macy's, y'all. This is Macy's.
I just want to comment on what you said.
Maria.
Because, yesterday I was at work.
Okay.
And this other lady came to me and just started touching me. She's a woman, all right? She's a pure woman. And
she's a what woman?
She's a woman.
Okay.
She's straight woman.
Oh, okay.
And she started touching me. Oh my God, how do you maintain your...
She was touching your abdomen?
And I'm like...
What just happened here?
Yeah.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
Don't touch me, please. I'm like really, really offended.
Yes,
Although
yes.
I know she's a woman, she has kids. She's a Filipino actually.
Oh, okay. If it's a Filipina,
more touchy, right? You have to kind of.
Yeah. Feel so uncomfortable.
That's a lot of touchy, though.
Yeah, to be like,
that was a lot of touchy.
How do you maintain all this?
All right, JC, how?
Touching me and I keep on going when in the bathroom.
You totally scooched out.
Yeah, and she followed me and then I'm like.
She followed you.
Yeah.
She might have a girl crush on you.
No, I'm sorry to say, but
I think that different cultures just kind of. I don't know anything about that culture.
Right.
But
Is your culture very touchy?
Some Filipinos, some I'm not throwing in a fabulous blanket statement out there.
Okay.
Some are like that.
Oh,
they're very touchy, and I even know somebody who was accused of harassment because of that.
Because here in America?
Here in America.
Okay, yeah,
because we're not as accustomed to that.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't just
she
be
was
all
just
like
trying
feeling up
to
on somebody.
explain herself in her workplace. I think it happened at the Wynn Hotel, and the other guy was yelling at her, and she was like, "No, I didn't do it," and she started
touching him.
Yeah, touching him, and I told her, "You're not supposed to do that."
Right.
And then she said, "Well, I didn't know."
Right.
You're not supposed to touch anyone.
Right.
Yeah,
we're
keep
work,
your
ma'am.
hands to
yourself. Sit on your paws. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we teach the
Sit on your
kiddos.
paws.
We're not in Asia or in the Middle East, so we don't do that.
Right.
Well, in the Middle East, it seems like only the guys are the ones that are touchy. It doesn't seem like the women are, but the guys, they
the women amongst themselves tend to do that. Like when they
I don't see the women do anything.
They do this and this.
I don't see the women do anything.
I feel I'm totally like running away from her inside the bathroom because I was doing my
oh my gosh.
thing in there in the bathroom, and she just keep on following
Oh my
me.
gosh!
She
Be
was
like,
doing
get
her
away,
makeup,
stalker
and
creeper.
all of a sudden this
Okay,
woman
I need
just
to. I
decided
need to
touch
number
her.
2. Are you gonna come in with me? Like,
Right.
no, like I need my space lady.
I'm a
But,
little
like,
bit touchy, but not
overly-
excessive.
Yeah,
That I've never heard of. Like that.
Not
I-
overly touchy.
Right. But I like to put, when I'm speaking to someone or I come up and I, say hello or whatever, obviously people that I know. But I like to be like, hey, how are you?
That's okay.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's fine.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, you just have to be careful. Some people don't want to be touched like at all.
I literally had a woman. Yeah.
Not even for the greeting. Hi,
Yes,
how are you doing?
I got my ass chewed out.
Did you?
Oh, I
wow.
did.
What happened?
By
so
this
you just
black
may
woman.
need to ask. You
that's
might just need to ask. Are you okay if I just
and that's
touch you high?
kind of why I
Hug you?
stopped
Side
a little
hug
bit.
me?
She's like, don't ever touch me. And I'm like,
Ooh.
and this is a big black woman. I'm like, I hear what you're saying. And I
Message
was
loud and
like,
clear and
right.
received.
And I'm like, I apologize. I said, I didn't mean anything by that. I was, just greeting you. And she was like, I just don't care to ever be touched. And I'm like,
wow.
Not a problem. Hopefully we can press on from this.
Yeah.
And we did. But, she had in general, just an extremely strong personality.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh shit, I felt a little worried for my safety for a minute,
Right, yeah.
But it was fine. But yeah, that was the only time I've ever encountered what the fuck just happened here. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, when it comes to sexual harassment, like, I'm sure that no one wants to be the victim of it, and no one wants to also be accused of it.
Right.
So I think it's just best to try to limit touch. Maybe even ask beforehand.
That makes it a little seductive. Can I touch you? No,
well,
I'm
not
making light, but right.
but like, are you okay with a hug? I mean, because some people are just like,
oh yeah,
don't
can I
touch.
hug you?
And you may be friendly and smile, and you may like to be a huggy person or a touchy person, but you might do that to the wrong person and get accused of sexual harassment. And
you kind of figure out who's accepting of it and who's not, though, if you're in the same circles or whatnot. But I guess, you know, when you first meet somebody, I never really do it when I first meet somebody. You know, if they come to me for it, it's fine. But I don't like go up to hug somebody that I'm just meeting. But
that's.
I mean, I think like here in the U.S., I think it's. I mean, I don't know a whole bunch about everywhere else, but like it's just best to try to be more cautious. Like overly cautious. It's better to be overly cautious than to not, and then someone is going to your employer or whatever. You know, to your religious leader at where you worship or wherever, to the authority, saying he touched me, and I did not condone it, or I did not want that, or she touched me. I think with the Me Too movement, like I think one good thing that has come from it is that I think it gets like conversations like this going, and I think it has more people thinking more in depth about these things like sexual harassment and sexual assault and stuff. And that's a good thing, because these kinds of topics aren't really discussed a lot, like out, and people who are the victims of these kinds of things, tend to keep it to themselves. And so I think it's a healthy dialogue for the men. I think from what I read, because I like to stay on the current events, and like I'm checking Yahoo News like a lot, and I love to read the comments, because reading the people's comments under the articles, for me, it kind of helps me get a pulse of America. A pulse of America, when I can like read dozens of comments, and I can kind of see which way are people leaning more, this way or that way, or are they kind of in the middle, or are most people over here? So it seems like for men, what I've read on the comments when it's anything to do with Me Too is they're kind of like, they're saying that they themselves now are taking more responsibility as far as like trying to be more cautious in how they interact with women.
That's good. So
that, to try to have their back, to keep themselves safe. So like, try not to be alone with the ladies. Some of them have said, oh, maybe I might need to have a contract written up, and have them sign it before we hang out. Is it okay? Because
that's too funny.
They're saying these things. They're saying these things, but I think at the end of the day, they need to have their back, because it could take one woman that things may have been okay, but she's having those sour grapes, and she might bring you down. And I think that's one of the things that might be the possible negative part, is that like if it's a false accusation, men's lives are getting ruined because of these accusations. But I thought here in America, I thought our laws say that you're innocent until proven guilty. But when it comes to Me Too,
that way.
It seems like all it takes is one or more accusations, and the man is automatically guilty in the realm of public opinion, in public opinion. And it shouldn't be like that until the facts are out, and played out in the court of law.
Well, I think that in the case of Roger Ailes from Fax or Harvey Weinstein, it took some time for them to build up those cases against them. It didn't just happen overnight. Right. It took years. Yeah.
Right.
So,
right. And he's going to be locked up, or he is locked up, one or the other.
Yeah, and Roger Ailes was suspended from Fox. I don't think he went to jail, but he got suspended.
Right, and
he can't set foot in the building anymore.
Right, Matt Lauer lost his job.
We'll bring you your shit.
Matt Lauer lost his job at the Today Show. Matt Lauer, over accusations and things like that. And so I think if you're a man, or if you're a mom of a son, or if you're I think it might be good to have those conversations about what is the right way to interact with the opposite sex, or whatever whatever lane you're in, how to interact with the people that you may find attractive or whatever, because you don't want your son or your boyfriend or your husband or your brother, you don't want someone that you love and care for to be accused of these kinds of things.
Right.
And be like, well, I didn't know. I should have, maybe instead of saying, hi, Sally, how are you today? Maybe I just should have been like, hi, Sally, how are you? It should be like, hi, Sally, how are you today?
None of that, huh?
None of that, yeah.
Depressing, I guess.
Sally, you're looking really good today. Yeah. Oh, my goodness,
and
so
then
scrumptious.
You start touching different parts of her.
How are you doing scrumptious.
Today? I like the word scrumptious personally.
So delicious, I could just eat you up.
My
I do say that.
Good Lord.
But only in established relationships.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You just can't come in your kind of way. Me Too movement is really putting everything out there, and I do think at least it's getting those conversations going. It's getting those conversations going. That I can be like, okay, yeah, that is a positive out of it. I think so.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. So why don't we go ahead and get ready to go into a break? Before we head on into our last segment. But before we do, since we forgot to give a shout out to those of our friends who tuned in. Those of our friends who tuned in for second segment. How about we do a
strong here? I'm going to say, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Nobody
likes me today. You go
Where
ahead.
Where did I leave off? Okay.
Right.
Since
Something's wrong with my
I
phone,
only have
clearly.
a few people, I'll start.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
I saw Joan, and she disappeared. And I saw Carmen Anchorman. Hi, Tita Menchu.
Awesome.
And the others I completely forgot because you guys all disappeared.
Right.
Come and stay and hang. And those of you who've been hanging all or most episode, thank you so much. And those of you who stopped in, we understand you have so much to do. But, you can even keep us on, background. You could be, cooking dinner. And you could, have your phone, nearby or whatever. And you can at least be kind of, listening to the conversation and stuff. So, just some ideas. You could be folding your clothes, right? On the couch or on the bed. And you could have honeybees on while you're doing it. I'm just saying, give us some ideas. Just give us some ideas. But and anytime you want to message us, you can message us, and when we come back, I'll get you our new number we have. If you do want to give us a phone call, you can even call in live while we're filming. We'll get that to you when we come back, right when we get back from the commercial break. But before we do, let me give a shout out to my second group of friends who tuned in. Hi, Troy. Hi, Maxine. Edwin. Barbara.
Hi.
Danielle.
Hi.
Edwin.
Hello.
Susan.
Hi.
Milton.
Hi.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Tabitha, did you want to say hi?
I don't have any new peeps. I've had a couple of the same ones pop in and out, but nobody new to speak of.
Okay, cool beans. You always have a
I know. I'm like, something's
you
wrong
get
with
dozens
my
and dozens each episode,
right?
Dozens and dozens. You go, girl.
You go, girl.
This is
how
the
many
time
Facebook
that you
friends
can
do
wave
you
your
have?
hands like
How
a
many
light
Facebook
bulb.
friends do I have?
Yeah, how many do you have?
Either right under 3,000 or right over.
Oh, so yeah.
I don't remember exactly. But
I don't know how many I have, but it's not even a fraction of that. It's very small. But
I like to interact on my Facebook page, though.
Yeah,
I like to kind of keep things going. So I
don't really interact
And
much.
then I tell them how to stalk me here too during the
Oh,
day.
my
So I'm
God.
No,
like,
don't tell them how to stalk you because then that means they know where Maria and I are too. They don't need to know my
Stalking
business.
me.
I'm not tagging you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
I
need to
tell them
know.
where to stalk
They
me.
do not need to know my business. Thank you. Look,
Yeah.
Maria's thumbing up. We're on the
But
same
now
page.
All I tell them is I'm gonna show the watch party. It's our location is safe.
Just checking. We talked about creepy stalker dudes.
Right.
We don't need any creepy stalker dudes.
We do need them on here though at their watch party.
Oh,
You've
my
got
gosh.
creepy stalker dudes right there.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't consider my friends creepy stalker people either.
Okay.
She's like, how not? How not?
Just don't tell them exactly where we are.
Nobody knows exactly where we are for
okay,
sure.
cool. Don't
You're
put
so
like that
silly. I'm
location on and be like,
This is the address.
like, yeah, you put that
And
location
this is the
feature.
zip code.
That Facebook
No.
has some location thing, and some
Yeah.
people they like to tell
Yeah.
exactly where they are. I'm like, why?
This is the
Don't
zip
do
code,
that.
90210.
Where you at all the time.
Yeah.
I say don't say it at all. Like,
Oh my
because what if
gosh.
somebody in Facebook land is creepy stalker?
By myself. I see what's happening.
by the tree over by the fence, right?
We're
I
at
don't know.
222 Bunker Hill.
I don't know. I'm like, hey, it's better to be overly cautious than not cautious enough.
We're in the
just
middle of
hear you.
LA.
But anyway,
Let's take a break.
but anyways, all right, we're having a good time here. We hope you're having a good time as well.
Yes.
We're going to come back in just a bit with our last and final segment and kind of wrap things up. So please don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a few.
Promise.
You're so cute.
A fairy tale they say, real in every way.
Hi, my name is Tai, and I am a fashionista.
Hi.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. We present our show programmings, which demonstrate inspirations to any viewers around the globe, with over 500,000 reach to over 54 countries. Our programming are very relatively entertaining and empowering. And now here is the Let's Talk World. Let's Talk World, hosted by a young, witty, and fearless leader of social media shows, Maria Pureza. This programming is all about featuring individuals in their field of interest. We showcase everyone's passion. Watch us live every Monday and Tuesday at 2 p.m. on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and at socialmediashows.com.
You can be empowered with Maria and Joe Live TV, a show that will inspires you. Maria and Joe will share real-time stories and deliberate cynical perspective in a positive culture. Join and watch us on socialmediashows.com.
In the Office is a show on social media shows, talks about everyday circumstances in life. Watch Joseph Shkoda every Monday 11 a.m. on socialmediashows.com and let us bring the world to you.
Fab Life is about the fashion, celebrities, movies, social events, arts and culture and so much more. Hosted by JC Crisologo every Monday 7 p.m. on socialmediashows.com.
Jeezy and Frenemies. Jeezy and His Frenemies is an impromptu comedy skit, with a hilarious story of a billionaire designer with other billionaire friends. Jeezy and His Frenemies every Tuesday 7 p.m. on socialmediashows.com with evolving characters and actors.
Honey Bees, Women Empowerment Talk Show, hosted by powerful women.
Hi everybody, my name is Dania Thomas. I'm so glad to be here. So glad to be able to share what I'm about, and that is about bringing everybody together. What I am is a QMHA. I work with people with mental health issues, and I also do a Tina Turner show with the Big Elvis Show at the Piano Bar. But I want you to watch Honeybees because it's not only about women empowerment, but I'm very passionate about bringing men and women together, because that's the problem. We need to bridge the gap. But first we have to understand what women are about, and we have to understand what men are about. And then once we figure out what the issues are, let's come together like the great philosopher Rodney King. Can we all get along? But anyway, come watch us. You're going to see me and Ty, and we're going to have special guests each week, so we can not only bridge the gap, but bring some comedy, some laughter in your life. And then when you walk away from this TV show, you'll say, hey, wait a minute, I feel good. I think I might have some solutions or things to think about when it comes to some issues. So every week it's a different topic. So tune in again, socialmediashows.com, and it's called Honeybees, and it's about women empowerment. But we want you to watch too. We ain't man haters. We still love y'all. But anyway, come tune in again, socialmediashows.com, 5 p.m. every Tuesday. Looking forward to seeing you. And also comment and let us know what you think about the show. You better be nice. Okay, thanks.
Maria and Reggie Show. Do not just look for chemistry, look for connection. A relationship talk show to empower, enlighten and entertain singles, couples, as well as those who are married. With Maria Pureza and #1 relationship coach.
A fairy tale they say.
I think that empowering women is so important. There are so many negative things that are being said about women in today's society that it is crucial that women help encourage and motivate and inspire each other. At the end of the day, who do we really have? We have each other. So please tune in to our wonderful Honeybee Show every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Be there so you can be a part of our discussion on how we can empower each other. At the end of the day, it's about you and me and we coming together to make a difference.
Social Media Shows Network were initiated in 2017. Since then, our founder Maria Pureza never stopped developing a system on social media in building a network of passionate people that loves to entertain, coach, help others, and deliver informative information to the public, informally, in a low-cost production. She built a platform that surpassed Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other social media live streaming, but exceeded the function of a podcast. Her main goal is to be able to broadcast on social media like a traditional TV setup involving a group of broadcasters, YouTubers, podcasters, and social media live streamers. Maria is building the confidence of non-actors and non-famous people that joins her to network. We are here to promote and support one another, to help our community grow collectively without inhibitions but with confidence and high self-esteem. We love to be in this family together. Our door is open to help you build your brand, opening opportunities for others, and outreach to our community. We welcome you to the family of social media shows.
A fairy tale they say.
Welcome back, everyone, to Honeybees, our third and final segment of today's episode.
Ta-da!
My name is Ty, and this is
JC
and
Tabatha.
And we're so thankful that you tuned in to hang out with us today. We've been talking about a very serious topic, sexual harassment, and last week we talked about sexual assault, and today we're talking about sexual harassment along the same general family of topics, but a good one to talk about nonetheless. I think we've been having a good discussion. What do you guys think?
Yes.
I think we've been having a good a good discussion.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to share is that sexual harassment in the workplace. Have you guys ever seen it happen, or has it ever happened to you?
No, I have not seen it in personally.
Yeah, because there are a lot of sexual harassment claims that are received by the EEOC.
Really?
Which that's like the government, part of the government where people can file claims against their employers for different things, including sexual harassment.
Sure.
And the EEOC, and they received more than 7,500 sexual harassment claims in 2018, which was a 14% increase from the year prior.
Oh, wow.
So I think maybe it's either more of it going on, or maybe
People
Me
becoming
Too
more
movement is a
confident
little
in
more like
saying something.
getting some women or men to get more, maybe report it more. But I mean, I think for me, when I was, some of my one of my earlier jobs, I worked in an environment in retail, but it was retail with mostly men.
Oh, wow.
Mostly men
goodness.
were my coworkers. And there were a few women, yes, but it was still mostly men. Some men in the leadership role, like supervisory roles, and most of them as employees, out on the floor, things like that. And I know I experienced sexual harassment working in that kind of an environment. And I think, even if the lady may, look like maybe in a man's mind, like maybe like in their mind, like an 8, 9, or 10, or whatever number that they think is like really attractive enough where they want to say stuff or do stuff. Whatever they find attractive like that, it still doesn't mean though that you should just say any old kind of thing and do any old kind of thing just because they're attracted to her.
Right.
And then a lot of the customers were mostly men as well. So it's, when you're like one of the few women in there, and there's a lot of men, and so like, you had to be a little more on guard about stuff because there's just men everywhere. And I think that for me, I can speak from my own personal experience, supervisors can, and they have, at least in my experience, I was a victim of sexual harassment, even from management.
That's scary.
Yeah. And again, just because I may be one of the few women that work here and you may find me attractive, that doesn't mean you can do whatever. And it wasn't, I mean, with one of the managers, they were married and had a young family, and I'm just like kind of like a friendly person. But like being like friendly doesn't mean like I'm saying,
right,
oh, I like you.
Just
no.
Other people.
Right.
Yeah. But but then they wanted to try to, make advances on me, and then once I started seeing that person go like that, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. It doesn't matter if you're handsome or you're a supervisor or what, but I was like, no, I'm not going there. And then another one, this is the same place. It was physical.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
Yeah, it was. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, did that just happen? That just happen? Like, this man, he was crushing on me, but I wasn't trying to give him like any play or whatever. Like, I wasn't trying to flirt back or try to lead him on.
Right.
Again, married man, all that stuff. He was just one of my bosses. He was just one of my bosses, but he since supervisors know where all the cameras are, they know where all that stuff is, right? So, when it happened, he had me like in a spot where it was hard to pick up from the cameras.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't believe it happened, and I had to like figure out, like, once I got through my shock, like, what do I do?
Right.
What do I do about this situation?
Sure.
Because this man touched me, and I did not give him permission to do that. And I decided that I need to go ahead and report him. So I went to the manager that I trusted the most. He was a good, decent man who never tried to cross any boundaries with me. And I trusted him the most, so I went with him.
Right.
I went to him, and I reported one of the managers there, and then the company did an investigation, and the man that sexual harassed me, the manager, he ended up losing his job. They fired him, and he had been with the company for like a long while. But they went ahead and they fired him, and I felt better. I felt more like safe.
Yeah.
Because now that guy wasn't there, and I didn't have to deal with him, anymore. So yeah, that was a terrible position to be in. I mean, and I was wearing a uniform just like everybody else. I wasn't, no matter how a lady is built or what she's wearing, it doesn't mean it's okay to touch her or to say certain things. It does not make it okay at all. So yeah, that's my experience. That's one of my experiences.
So sorry to hear that. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Especially from a manager.
I know.
But it's common. It's common in the workplace.
And I would have.
It's common in the workplace.
So
supervisors can, use their position to try to get what they want out of the people that are under them.
It's just like, as you were saying that it triggered some scenes from the movie Bombshell, where
Bombshell.
Yeah, wherein the lady, went to the executive's office, and then she's like, I'm really serious about my job and getting a promotion. And then the boss was like, how far are you willing to take this?
Oh, Lord.
She didn't know exactly what
that meant.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
And then he made her, stand up and made her raise her skirt.
Oh, wow.
All the way, I know, spoilers alert.
Right.
All the way up until he was looking at her panty.
Yeah.
I never used that when I was an executive.
And of course she started crying, and Margot Robbie, by the way, did a phenomenal job in that scene.
I have a feeling when we watch this movie, I'm going to be bawling. Am I going to be bawling?
I think so.
You're like, yeah, probably so.
Because they're phenomenal. Okay. All the actresses.
Yeah, the whole thing. It sounds
Charlize
intense.
Theron, Nicole Kidman, Margot Robbie, and there's another comedian you might know who she is. Like, they're all phenomenal.
When did this movie come out?
Early this year, or I think late last year.
Okay, cool.
Late last year.
But it's not still at the theater?
It probably is. It's probably available at the $2 theater.
Okay, I didn't know we had one. We'll have to. You'll have to message me about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
They say that there's a survey that finds that 81% of women have experienced sexual harassment, and I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe
that
it
for sure, just across the board.
I mean, I could think back to way when a long time. It's been something that I've encountered along the way, and it just seems like some men just feel like they can say whatever and do whatever. Like, I remember I was in a parking garage walking to my car from a mall. It was a mall parking garage, and then like the guys, it was like three guys, and they look like maybe college, like maybe like college dudes or whatever. And I'm just my regular self, how I roll with my fashion, but didn't they just one of them said, I'll pay you to lift up your shirt for me right now. He's like, I will pay you.
Kidding me? Oh my gosh.
And I was like, what? I was like, no. And I quickly kept walking to my car, but he wanted me to flash him, and I could have got paid to do it. Like, who do you think you are? Like I'm just gonna just lift up my shirt for you? Like, no, dude. I'm not going to do that. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
I mean, just a random person. Just a random person. It's like, no. So, I hope that us having like this discussion gets people thinking, about the seriousness of sexual harassment.
For sure.
I hope that, we all can think, everyone takes something away from this discussion, because, we could either be the victim of or the perpetrator.
Being accused, yeah.
Of it. So let's hope we're not in either of those spots. Yeah. Because it's, people can catch, you can catch a case.
You can catch a case.
You can catch a case.
It's not going to be a parking ticket either.
You could be like the nicest, friendliest person, but you hug or touch or say something to the wrong person.
That's so true.
And, who knows about your job? who knows about your reputation in the community, with your church, with your school, with whatever. So it's like, it's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. So
sometimes you can be accused just because, like in my case, I was just because, I'm gay. This guy thought that I was going to molest him. And this is a relative of mine.
Oh my gosh.
Went back home to the Philippines, 12-hour flight, jet lagged. And all I wanted to do was to go to my room and sleep.
Right.
And I felt like he was uncomfortable with me the whole time. And he kept on talking about gay this and gay that. And I'm like, why are we talking about homosexuality? I'm so tired and I just want to go to bed.
Right.
And then many years later, I found out through a sister of his, oh yeah, because he thought that you were going to molest him. And I'm like, dude, seriously, seriously. I was jet lagged. Just wanted to go to sleep.
By yourself, not with him.
Like
by yourself, not with him. So yeah.
And don't flatter yourself because I don't even see you that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was my thought.
You don't look like Henry Cavill.
Right.
You don't look like Jason Momoa.
Yeah. So definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. So, okay, my friends, I think we should go ahead and wrap up. So, real quick, I want to give my last shout outs to my last group of friends. I don't know if you guys have any new ones. I want to say hi to Milton and Elgin and Jimmy for also tuning in for our last segment. So, thank you. And thank you to everyone who else has tuned in. Any more shout outs?
No,
okay.
I'm perfect.
All right. Tabitha, do you have a closing thought?
I'm pooped. I really don't.
Okay.
But thank you for asking. I'm going to decline.
You need a bed.
I'm going to decline to speak.
Time
which
to take
is
a nap.
weird, right?
I know.
I know. Is she shutting up? She's shutting up? Really?
You have the gift of gab. I have the gift of gab.
Right.
We all four of us have the gift of gab. So we could be here all night. But anyways.
my closing
What is your closing thought,
and
JC?
I'm not trying to disagree with you. What you said a while ago is fashion is a very strong visual communication. And because of, we're so conscious about this hashtag Me Too movement, like just be a little bit careful of what you wear out there. I'm not, like I said, don't dress as a monk and you don't need to wear
because they don't even
a burqa.
sell those to the
You don't need to wear a
public.
burqa, not unless you're a Muslim. We respect you for that. And then, So, but just be wary of your surroundings as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, JC. And I just think for me, be you, be the best version of you.
Yay.
And love, and just give the love, but in a safe way.
Yes. Love safely. I think that's
love safely, compliment safely, and touch safely.
Or don't touch at all.
No touch.
No touch.
If you don't want to be touched, you might need a button. Don't touch me.
I know,
bro.
really.
Don't touch.
Don't even wink your eye.
I know,
you can't
right?
even do this.
No winky winky.
Off limits. You might think I look nice, but I don't need to hear it from you.
Okay. Okay, Mamacita. I already know.
Hey, you do you. Like, I don't dress for attention. I dress for me.
Yeah.
I will be fine doing my thing if not one person said anything. I just do me.
To that.
I just do me.
Yes.
People will be like, "Oh, you must be doing that because you want attention."
Oh hell
no! I don't need
Because I
attention.
feel comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm doing me, and
Yes.
me is just that me. Now, if you like it, fine. If you don't, fine. I'm gonna still do
doing me too.
Right. No doubt.
Let's all do each own. To each their own, right? Okay. All right, but thank you, you two, for coming on. I'm so glad. I think we had a great conversation today,
sure.
And maybe it opens up some of our viewers to have conversations with their loved ones and their friends, and I hope we all grew a little bit from this discussion. So, without further ado, thank you so much to each and every one of you for tuning in. We hope to see you back next week, Tuesday, at 5:00 Eastern Standard Time. Tune in right here.
Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, Pacific Standard Time.
We're on the Pacific Rim. Just kidding.
Right, Pacific Pacific Standard Time.
We're a mess.
And invite your friends to come and hang out with us too. Without further ado, my name is Tai. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and I am with the lovely
JC
and
Tabatha.
Sorry, excuse me. And thank you once again for tuning in. Take
Bye.
care. We will see you next week. Take care. Much love.
A fairy tale, they say, real in every way.
Hi, my name is Tai, and I am a fashionista.
Hi, my name's Dolly Wright, and I'm a singer, but I waitress for a living.
Hi, I'm Alicia, aka Catalina Winehouse with Ichigo.
Hi everybody, my name's Dania Thomas. What I am is a QMHA. I work with people with mental health issues, and I also do a Tina Turner show with the Big Elvis Show at the Piano Bar.
Hi, my name is Maria Pureza Levinthal. I am the founder of Social Media Show.
Hello everybody, I am Kiki Dolas. I am the CEO of RU It Entertainment here in Las Vegas, and I'm also a club owner.
Hi, I'm Latoria Kern, founder and director of Family Arts at Webus Creation.
Hi, my name is Dawn Weir. I'm the founder of The Giving Water, a local nonprofit that delivers water to disasters and people in need.
Hi, my name is Dolores Olsen. I'm a home-based business person for DJ and for Beachbody. Also, I'm a chaplain.
This is Bettina Steinhauer. I'm a clothing designer, and